Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, which means we're going to be treated to a full day of football. It's week 11. I know a lot of you feel like this is make or break. It might be, or it might not be. If you're sitting somewhere in the middle, if you're just a contender, you want to win. We want to help you win. That's what we're here for. We're going to go over the injury report as we know it right now on Sunday morning. We did have a late addition to the first section, unfortunately, which is the out, not going to play. Something has changed. Usually it gets better, right? From Saturday to Sunday, you got some guys from questionable move to the in, and this time we have something different. So let's start with that. Chris, George Kittle all of a sudden is out, not going to play. This kind of snuck up out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, he was questionable with that hamstring, but it felt like he was on the good side of questionable. I guess they're saying he's a game time decision, but he's not expected to play. So very risky here with George Kittle. But this is really unfortunate because if you were just sitting there all week expecting George Kittle to play, now it's Sunday morning and you have to go find a tight end off the waiver wire, presumably.
Right. Anybody particular come to mind? Anybody who's built a strong connection with his quarterback over the few weeks? Anybody who wears lightning bolt on his helmet? No. All right. I mean, there are several options, but we joke because yesterday, if you didn't watch yesterday's stream, there was a lot of Will Dissly talk. I bet you there will be even more Will Dissly talk today. We'll see. There's other options. So George Kittle is out. Let me also ask you, because you feel pretty good about Jauan Jennings here. Now, do you feel like Jauan Jennings and Deebo Samuel are both really strong starts? I mean, I think you already had them both as a strong start anyways.
Yeah, I did. I had them both as strong starts. This just helps. I mean, now you got to think. Not like Kittle is a target monster, but red zone. He's more of a red zone threat, right? So sometimes it can be a game where Kittle gets 2 touchdowns and Deebo and Jennings don't get any. So certainly it helps him in that sense. So I'm not going to like bump Deebo and Jennings way up just because Kittle is out, but certainly it makes you feel a little better about them.
And the one that might get the biggest bump from not sure to potentially more startable is Ricky Pearsall. Do you feel better about him or not really?
Sure, definitely. Because again, like Pearsall might be the one that benefits the most in terms of target share. Not saying he's going to get a big bump in targets, but him and Kittle, right? They're more similar in the sense that the kind of like underneath routes that they're going to run. So maybe he gets a bump, but still, I still think Pearsall is a risky flex start.
Agree. He's the one I feel a little bit better about now. But again, this is going to depend on your options. I don't think he's going to become a target hog either in this offense. But just so you know, guys, you're going to need help at tight end for sure this week. George Kittle, unlikely to play. Sam Laporta already was ruled out. He is not going to play. Dalton Kincaid, not going to play. And Trey McBride is on bye, and so is Cade Otton. You got 5 guys. You were, probably rolling with one of them in a lot of your leagues. Those guys are all out this week. So not a good week for tight ends, just when we thought we're getting back to the point where, you can trust your tight ends again. No. And I'll say this as well. I think this is sort of news relevant for fantasy. So talking about the guys who are out, Tank Bigsby, for what it's worth, not playing. I don't know that matters too much. I still don't want to play Travis Etienne. Trevor Lawrence still not playing. So you got Mac Jones for another week, which doesn't make me feel great about Evan Engram. But here's also something that might go down. They're saying, and this is Ian Rappaport, not just anybody, not just the rumor mill, that this is going to be Doug Peterson's last game as a Jaguars coach because they have a bye next week. So this gives them time to transition. I don't expect that they're going to pull out the miracle upset against the Lions this week. I mean, if they do, even then, I'm not sure if this saves his job. I think they're just pretty much expecting to get rolled this week.
Right, yes.
So, I mean, Evan Engram is like, okay, he's startable, right? I mean, he's a tight end. You got not many better options. But what do you think this means for the Jags going forward? I mean, they're supposed to get Trevor Lawrence back after the bye. Are we going to see something different from Jacksonville going forward? We just like all out.
No, I'm definitely not all out. I'm still out. I'm still pretty much out on. If we're talking after the bye, assuming Trevor Lawrence is back, like they're saying, because we got to think about the Jaguars. Like, we got to remember, it's easy right now to look at the Jaguars, look at Evan Ingram, look at Brian Thomas Jr., and just be like, I want no part of it. But prior to 2 weeks ago, we wanted all the Brian Thomas Jr. and all the Evan Ingram we could get. So we can't just look at the last couple of games with Mac Jones and be like, oh, I'm done. Like, yeah, you're done this week. Don't start him this week if you can. But after the bye with Trevor Lawrence, and especially if we get a new head coach and new OC, then at least, it doesn't. I'm like kind of like the Bears. I'm not going to be like, this is it. Now the Jags are going to be elite. But it's like, okay, they're doing something there. Trevor Lawrence is back. It shows that they're at least fighting to the end of the season. Like, they're not just going to quit. They're not just going to lay over. I don't know if I'll be back in on Travis Etienne necessarily or the running game, but I'll at least be back in on Brian Thomas Jr. and Evan Ingram for sure.
Yeah. My concern here, well, partly was, they were checked out, the coach. We'd heard a few weeks ago, this is not something coming out of nowhere either with Peterson, like, oh, well, man, we're on a losing streak. We got to turn it around. Now, I think it sounds like he had basically lost the locker room and, things are getting sloppy and you can tell on the field. So this wasn't something that came out of nowhere, but also my concern with Trevor Lawrence is he personally was not looking very good the last couple of weeks. So Mac Jones makes things worse, but I just don't know how significantly better it might get under Trevor Lawrence. And this team is just really fired up for whatever reason. And I do think Press Taylor, the OC there, is part of the problem too. I think they need to move on. I don't know if he'll get canned. We'll see. But the rumor is that Mike McCoy, formerly a head coach of the, believe it or not, San Diego Chargers, that he might be the guy who gets the job, which would make sense because he has head coaching experience and Press Taylor should not be a head coach. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there in a couple of weeks. But I do know this week that I want no part of the Jaguars. I just don't.
Yeah, this week I definitely don't, if possible.
I mean, maybe Evan Ingram if I'm down at tight end. But that's
yes.
And then the other guys who are not going to play this week, Keon Coleman still not coming back, Isaiah Pacheco not this week, and Marshawn Lloyd with that appendicitis keeping him out. Amari Cooper, though, well, it sounds like he's going to give it a go. It looks like he's still questionable. What's the deal? Is he going to play? And if so, do you care?
It sounds like, well, they didn't make any elevations of wide receivers, so that's usually a good sign. They haven't officially said he's going to play. I feel like based on the fact they didn't elevate any other wide receivers with Keon Coleman out, makes me think he's going to play. Do I care? Not really. The guy's playing with a cast, and I don't know what kind of cast it is. But even still, the fact that he has to wear a cast while catching footballs makes you really worried. And this isn't the guy with the surest of hands, right? This isn't a guy that's,
True.
So very risky here. Very, very risky.
Yeah, and you have to keep in mind he had been slow played because he's only been in Buffalo a couple of weeks, and not being able to practice that much can't really help, right? That can't be a good thing. And they get the Chiefs. It's one of the worst matchups. It's just there's way too much risk here. I don't really see the upside. And then the one that did come up yesterday while we were streaming, got to talk about CeeDee Lamb. We already had a hard time trying to figure out how to value CeeDee Lamb, who should just be a strong start no matter who's at quarterback. But then you look at last week, and you're like, I don't know. And then yesterday, it was a back injury, they said, but Mike McCarthy is kind of blowing this off. Are you blowing this off?
Yeah, so I think I am. Because if you look, like I follow the Coach Speak Index, and look, I feel like I don't know, like the Coach Speak Index's database or whatever, but I feel like there's a lot of coaches that he's going to have to update the database on this year because I feel like coaches have been really brutal this year. But it says that our database has 6 instances of Mike McCarthy using the not of high concern, don't have any concern phrase over the last 3 years, and all of those players suited up. So, yeah, I feel like Lamb is probably going to play.
Yeah, not knowing the stats on the coach speak, I would say Mike McCarthy doesn't have a history, I feel like, of doing this. He's not one of those coaches who's trying to outsmart the media, whatever. I mean, I think it's probably safe to say that Lamb will play. Whether it's safe to play him is a different story, but we'll get to that in a second. And then the good news, these guys are in that Cowboys-Texans game. You're going to have Nico Collins. Fire him up. I mean, he's just 100%. Like, you got to start him because he's good to go, and it's the Cowboys, right? You got to start Nico.
Yeah, I have to start him. I know we haven't seen Nico in like 5 weeks, but or 6 weeks or however long it's been. You start Nico.
He might make up for lost time in one game. You start him. DK Metcalf is good to go. Been a couple weeks, but he's playing. You pretty much just play him. Very hard to imagine you're not starting him. T. Higgins, not quite a slam dunk, but he is playing. He is definitely going to be on the field at some point, and he's, I'd say, still a strong or at least solid start. Agree with that?
I agree. He's like borderline solid to strong because it's not the best matchup for him this week, but he was in the games he's played this year. He's mostly been really good. So borderline solid, strong start.
Yeah, the matchup not great, but at some point, he's figuring he's got to put together some sort of portfolio to show off to other teams for next year. So, got to be on the field.
His plan. He's like, now I'm coming back rest of the season to show the league what I got.
I honestly think now this is going to be like a Joel Embiid situation. Like, he'll play a game, like take 2 off, play a game, take 2 off, like just enough to show like, yeah, I'm still good. And, and then, but I don't want to risk injury, right? It's kind of like a little bit of each. That's what I'm thinking it is. Michael Pittman is playing. Anthony Richardson, of course, is playing as the quarterback. He's back starting, so take that for what it's worth. Juju Smith-Schuster is back for whatever that's worth. Aaron Jones is playing, good to go. That rib injury from last week not going to affect him. Jaylen Warren, now this was back and forth. He was questionable, sounded like he wasn't going to play. Now they're saying he is going to play. So he's out there. I guess would have felt slightly better about Najee Harris if Warren wasn't playing, but now going to split carries. This is a tough Buffalo front, especially the rush defense. So does this put you down on Najee from yesterday?
A little bit, but I do have I do wonder how much Jaylen Warren is going to play. You're right. It is Baltimore very strong against the run. They're definitely a pass funnel, and the way to attack them is through the air. But I do wonder like how much, like, will Jaylen Warren be limited? So I don't love Najee because of course it's a tough matchup, and Najee Harris basically is like has to score a touchdown to give you any kind of ceiling, and even then it might not be a ceiling, it might just be a floor. But Warren, I'm probably just going to completely avoid.
Yeah, he had been starting to contribute, looking better. It's just the matchup plus the injury, not great. And then the last one is in. This might be one of those cases where it's bad good news. Like, kind of wish he wasn't, but he's playing. Davante Adams. He's playing. So I still can't feel great about it. I know the matchup is good. I mean, come on, how good can we feel about Davante Adams or any Jet after last week? Yeah. All right. You know what I feel good about though? I feel fairly confident in Aaron Rodgers getting 1 yard, just 1 yard. On the grounds, through the air, maybe he catches a pass, whatever it is. I think he'll get 1 yard. I say this because this is your free pick on Underdog. If you're a new customer, if you have not tried Underdog yet, join everyone else who's doing it. This is the place to go for your NFL picks, or you can also do NBA, NHL, college football, all the other sports that they've got. But start today on Sunday. Take the free pick. If you sign up for the very first time and you use code NGAME when you sign up, you get the free pick. And you get up to $1,000 worth of bonus cash for your first deposit. They're going to match half of your first deposit. So free money, free pick. good chance to win. Lots of fun. And you can do in-game picks after the games start. Let's say you're on here with us for the next 2.5 hours, as you should be. Then you get on there. The games have started, no problem. Constantly updating. You can do this anytime. So check out Underdog. Use code ENDGAME at checkout, though. And also need to remind you, let's say you didn't get all your questions in. We'll do as many as we can until kickoff, but we have an app called Draft Lane, and it connects you directly with us. You ask a question about fantasy football, we answer it. That's how it works, just like here. So download it for free. Go to the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is called Draft Lane. And a lot of you already know how this works. Those of you who have a little symbol, I still don't know what it is, but that thing that shows that you're a member for YouTube, we're going to answer your questions. If you drop a super chat, definitely going to answer your questions. If you just put a regular comment, we're going to try to answer as many as we can without falling far behind here. So if you want to guarantee get a question answered, you can use that super chat feature, or just wait till later and use Draft Lane. Let's do, okay, fine. So Gavin was first. Gavin, I don't know if you've been on this whole time. Hopefully you got some sleep. This was almost 10 hours ago. Put this comment.
I hope you went to bed.
I really hope so. You're waiting to know about his lineup, and should he trade Cook for Jayden Reed?
Who are your wide receivers? You got Debo? Debo's your only wide receiver?
That's
You're starting JT, CMC. You only have to start one wide receiver?
I wonder if he had somebody on Thursday night, maybe.
I mean, if you only have to start one wide receiver, why trade for wide receiver depth? Because you got Debo, you got Ladd. You're good. you only need one of them, apparently. I don't know. In a vacuum, I prefer James Cook to Jayden Reed. So unless you do have to start more wide receivers than it looks like here, like if you really only need to start one wide receiver, like if you're rolling out JT, CMC, Chase Brown, or Cook or whoever every week, then I just hold Cook.
Well, I will say I noticed it's full PPR. He looks like he's flexing Chase Brown.
Yeah,
got Chase Brown, James Cook, got Ramondre. And Tracy. You were crazy deep at running back, like crazy deep. I'm gonna assume that he just already started somebody on Thursday night. You gotta need at least 2 receivers. So maybe he just didn't mention it. I don't know, or forgot somebody.
But okay, let's say he has AJ Brown or Terry McLaurin.
Yeah,
does he need Jayden Reed?
No, unless you want to flex Jayden Reed instead of Cook, Chase Brown, a running back.
Right.
I think it's fair. I don't know. I might prefer to trade Chase Brown for Jayden Reed. I think it's fair. I mean, you can do that. Okay, let's do Mumble Dragon. Must-win game. Needs 3 flexes. Reed, BTJ, Ridley, Higgins, Dobbins, and Pearsall. May the fantasy gods shine down on all of us this glorious Sunday. Well said.
Yes. Let's hope. Let's hope that. Well, there's already going to be a few players on the Panic video, but it'd be nice if one of these days the Panic video was like, everybody scored a ton of points. This was great. See you next week.
Yeah.
That'll never happen, unfortunately. I think I'm going Reed, Ridley, Higgins here. I will say Dobbins is okay. I don't like I'm not a big fan of Dobbins this week, but if you don't want to risk it with, say, like, I don't know. Well, Reed, Ridley, and Higgins are all kind of risky, but like if there's one of them you're like, I'm scared to put him in. Dobbins at least gives you like a decent floor, but in PPR I'm going Reed, Ridley, Higgins.
Yeah, I think you still go for the high upside receivers here. You got good options. Again, not all great matchups, but those are all pretty good players. Reed, Ridley, Higgins. And then Anthony G's got a couple here. Received Purdy, Jennings, and Eckler for Pacheco. That's
wow, nice.
Interesting. Okay, so now you got Jennings, Higgins, Mooney, Cooper Waddle.
What to do with Waddle? Your 12-teamer, I don't really want to drop him in a 12-teamer. I mean, look, if he's terrible again this week, like less than 10 fantasy points, maybe you can drop him in a 12-teamer, but more than likely you're just going to have to hold Waddle. Like, what else can you do?
Yeah, let's wait. Let's see one more week, right? One more week. Let's see what happens. It's the Raiders.
I mean, I don't need one more week, but I can't drop him at the same time.
And he did say he had Kyler Murray, who's going to go Russ, but now he has Purdy. He's going to go Purdy. Is
fine.
Wilson a holdover Murray? No.
I mean,
but
if you don't have Wilson, why does it matter?
Yeah, you traded for Purdy. I mean, Purdy's fine. This is a good matchup.
Yeah,
go Purdy. All right, let's do. I don't want to skip Michael. Michael Marowitz did post this question about 8 hours ago, so hopefully Michael is still on here. This is going to be the tricky one. Start Lamb, or he says pick up. I guess Jennings is still on waivers. Pick up Jennings, probably Jennings or Myers.
Yeah, Jennings is my top pick here, but it depends who you have to drop. I mean, if Jennings is still on waivers, like I'm not dropping Lamb to pick up Jennings.
No.
So it depends who you're able to drop. Like if you have, maybe you've had Tank Bigsby on your bench or whatever, or maybe like, Rico Dowdle is your RB5 or 4. Yeah, go get Jennings.
Yeah, I worry because if those guys are just chilling on waivers, it's probably a more shallow league. So, right. I mean, definitely want to pick up Jennings, but don't drop Lamb for him. J1364, non-PPR, Mahomes or Jameis?
Good question. Am I going Jameis? I have him in the same tier. I might go Jameis.
I think I'm gonna go Jameis too. Like shoot for the upside, right? Shoot for the upside. Keep MVS or Noah Brown. I guess he has to cut one of them. I don't know.
I'll just keep MVS. Like Noah Brown was kind of cute for a while after he caught that Hail Mary and he's getting some targets. But what is the upside with Noah Brown? What do you get from? You get like 3 catches for 30 yards. Like whoop-de-doo. Like let's go MVS.
The issue now is over the last couple of weeks, since Noah Brown started to come on, is we've seen Jaden Daniels kind of step back because who knows, the rib injury, maybe it's Cliff Kingsbury doing his annual, swan dive, whatever it is. But yeah, let's keep MVS here. Rohan, would you do Debo, Pacheco, Dobbins for Brees and T? It's a spicy trade. Okay, let's see. I mean, upgraded running back.
Yeah, I think if it was me, I would do this. I would gamble. Sometime. I mean, look. The goal of fantasy football is to win the league. If you're playing for playoffs or second place or third place, unless you're in a league where like second place pays a bunch of money, or third place pays a bunch of money, then okay, sure, play it safe. Play it safe. Go for third place. Go for second place. You know what I mean? But in like 99% of the leagues, the only goal that you should not be to make the playoffs, should not be to have a nice, safe, fuzzy, warm team that gets bounced in the second round. The only goal should be to win. And sometimes that means taking risks. And sometimes that risk backfires and you don't win. But if it works out, you win. And I think getting Brees and T is a type of move that if it works out, you win. And I can't pass up a deal like that. I have to take that chance. Because if Brees ends up being let's say he ends up being a top 5, top 3, top 2 running back the rest of the season, and T Higgins stays healthy and is an upside wide receiver 2 the rest of the season, that could take your team over the hump and win you a championship. And I can't say no to that potential of a deal. Like Debo, Pacheco, Dobbins, like I don't know if they have that kind of potential. They just don't have that kind of potential. So give me the Brees T side. I'm going to gamble and go for it. And if it doesn't work out, oh well. I try again in 2025.
There you go. Go for it. Basically, I would say I prefer Debo to T, but I prefer Brees to Pacheco for sure. And Dobbins, you're throwing in Dobbins to upgrade there. I think it's fine. I like this also because you're getting Evans back next week. So your receiver core is very solid. You got London, Evans, and then T. Higgins there, and then Adams is your fourth. Yeah, you can do this. Rodmonix, Armin, Pollard or Estime?
I still got to go Pollard here. I mean, even if Estime gets 17 carries in that Broncos offense, it's still the Broncos offense, and it's not a good matchup for Estime this week. Who they get again? Who are they going up against? The Falcons, top 10 against the run. I know it's not a good matchup for Pollard either, but Pollard he's looked good this year. He's looked good, and he gets the carries. He gets all the work. He catches more passes. I'm going Pollard.
Agree. I'm going to go Pollard, just the better back overall, more likely to be involved even somewhat as a pass catcher. Let's do Dan Fuller. Dan's always here. 7-3, traded Najee and Cup for JT. What do you think about
that? It's fine. Like Najee, whatever. It's basically, for me, this is basically Cup for JT. Like Najee, I'm guessing was like you probably only start Najee if you have bunch of buys or injuries or something, which we haven't had any running back injuries, so I guess just bye weeks. So for me, this is Cup for JT. Yeah, if you don't need Cup, you need the running back help, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, it looks like it helps because the other running back was Kenneth Walker, then Rachaad White and Warren. I mean, you don't want to have to start Rachaad White every week. So I think it's fine. It's fine. I don't think you bought too high. I mean, JT right now he is what he is, right? I don't think his value fluctuates too much.
Right.
AV for 3. Mooney, BTJ, or Downs?
I think you got it. I think I'm going to still go Mooney here. Let me verify. I know I'm not going Brian Thomas Jr. with Mac Jones. That's for sure. It's between Mooney and Downs.
Yeah.
I mean, not a good spot for Downs this week. Not a great spot for Mooney either, but like Mooney isn't like, I don't know. I mean, I would have to think if Surtain's going to shadow anybody, it's going to be Drake London.
Right.
So that means less. That means Mooney shouldn't get as much Surtain. So I'm going to go Mooney.
Yeah, for me also, this is pretty easy. I look at the quarterbacks. Anthony Richardson, Mac Jones, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the guy catching passes from Kirk Cousins. So let's go Mooney. This might be the most crucial question we've ever had.
Ever.
I'm not exaggerating. Mind Muscle 5000 must win, not for the playoffs, to crush recent ex-girlfriend. I told you.
Oh, man. In a fantasy league with your recent ex-girlfriend.
Told you. Chase Brown or Kenneth Walker?
I still go Kenneth Walker here. I mean, he just gets so much volume. He's a better runner than Chase Brown. Going Walker.
Yeah, I know Chase Brown's been great lately, but you got to remember last week was the Ravens. This week it's the Chargers. It's a much tougher matchup. Chase Brown's still very solid, but got to go Walker. All right, and then Kareem Hunt or Chase Brown.
Well, now I go Chase Brown.
Yeah, this is it gets tough because I know I put Kareem Hunt as a boom. I feel great about him in this matchup. He's going to get the volume, but without a touchdown, Kareem Hunt is probably not going to give you as much as Chase Brown might. So I think you're going to go for the upside here. What we always talk about is upside. I'll go Chase Brown as well, but that one is really close. Good luck in both leagues. Are you going against her in just probably that first league? I'm guessing. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably like he's probably choosing basically two between Brown, Walker, and Hunt. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But no, he said two different leagues.
Okay, two different leagues. Yeah. So so you're kind of hedging your bet with Chase Brown. Start him in one, not the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Good luck. Mellow Inc. from Italy. Who to pick, Drake London or Quentin Johnson?
All right, this is getting too deep now. Now we're getting too deep here. I don't love Drake London this week. I'll say that. I I don't love Drake London this week. But yes, Quentin Johnston has upside, but Quentin Johnston also has the risk of completely losing you your week, getting like a 1 catch for 7-yard game or something. So I'm going to go Drake London here.
Right. This is, it's too far. And then Jennings or Gus? It's got to be Jennings.
Definitely Jennings. Definitely Jennings.
Alex Bellevue.
Bless you.
Ingram or Muth?
Oh. I think I go Muth now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have him in the same tier. It's a better matchup for Muth. I'll go Muth.
I'll go Muth. Gives me a reason not to start a Jaguar. Mondre or Pollard?
I feel like we had this yesterday. I think I have them in the same. Yeah, they're in the same tier. Ramondre does get the slightly better matchup, although that Rams front 7 has gotten much better as the year has gone on. But I think I still like Pollard more. I just like his he just has looked better. Even in tough matchups, he's put up good games. I'm going to go Pollard.
This is close, right? These guys are very similar.
Yeah, it's very close.
Yeah, that's the thing. Pollard has come through even in tough matchups. He didn't have a big game last week, did he?
Pollard?
Right.
I think he missed almost the entire second quarter with the knee injury, and then he came back in the second half. So
yeah, I think I'm leaning Ramondre here, but this is close. I feel like he's been getting better over the last couple of weeks. Not too scared of the Rams. Love or Herbert?
I'm gonna go Herbert. I think we had this question a few times yesterday. It feels like I got him in the same tier, but Herbert has a way better matchup. You can go Herbert.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup. Pretty much the rest of the season, you'll probably just go Love and be fine. But
right,
yeah, I think this week it's Herbert. Trigger Trey, start 3 in full. London getting Surtain. Sutton, JT, K9, sit 1.
I think I'm actually sitting London here. I'm not sitting JT or K9, so that's easy. So it's between Sutton and London. And I have Sutton as a solid start this week. I like this matchup for him. And I have London just as a flex play because of that matchup. So I'm going Sutton.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fine if he's just clarifying, like, this is why I'm not thinking about London, or this is my concern here. London getting Surtain. I think you can sit London here. Yeah, Sutton's in a good spot. Jody Bedard, good morning. Pick 1 between Daddle, Estime, BTJ with Mac Jones. Yeah, we're aware. Or Darnell Mooney.
Well, here I'm going to go Mooney. It's full PPR. Again, I don't think Mooney is going to get. I'm sure Surtain. I don't know if Surtain is going to completely shadow London, but he'll probably be on London much more than he's on Mooney. Let's go Mooney.
Yeah, Mooney is a solid pick here. And then Cody wants to make sure his lineup is good. Any changes? The bench is Russ. I don't think you can sit Burrow for Russ. James Cook and Priest. I want to start Brees if possible.
Yeah, but he's got CMC, Achane, and Kyron.
Man. Yeah.
He's got Sungha Puka. Yeah, you're good. You're stacked. This is crazy.
Yeah. I think you're good. Sammy traded Lamb for Mike Evans.
I think if you got Mike Evans, you won. If you got Mike Evans, you won.
Yes, I would do that. Okay, how about CD or Tank for the starting lineup?
I'm gonna go Tank Dell. I have CD Lamb as a flex this week, and I have Tank Dell as a solid start. Even with Nico back, I think Tank Dell is gonna have a good game. I like Tank. I'm going Tank.
Tank Dell. I mean, I know it's the Cowboys. I think I'm going to give Lamb a shot here. I think he's still going to get targeted heavily. He's got to do better. You know, he would have had that touchdown last week if not for the lack of curtains in the stadium. So, if it's me, I'm going Lamb still. I'm a little optimistic. irrationally. Dustin Chalfant, it's a 10-teamer. Standard, Muth or Henry?
Muth. Definitely Muth here.
Definitely Muth. Also, 2 receivers, Puka, Cheetah, and Mooney.
Well, here I'll bench Mooney. Puka to me, he's in my lineup. And Cheetah, I know it hasn't been fun, but look, he can still score, especially for a standard league. I'm going Cheetah.
Yeah, definitely the first 2. Then 10-teamer, pick 2, D-Hop, Cooper, Brian Thomas Jr. or Rome.
I'm pretty easily going D-Hop here as 1. I might just go Rome Odunze as my second one, and just hope the new OC deploys these wide receivers in better ways.
Yeah.
So D-Hop and Rome.
Yeah, it's not Cooper. Pretty much not starting Cooper unless you're really desperate, and I don't want to start BTJ. So by default, it's D-Hop and Rome. What is up, Joe Castles? Ooh, JMO or CD?
Have them both as flexes, but I like Jameson's matchup this week at home against the Jags. I think I'm going to go Jameson Williams.
Yeah, here I am. I'm going to go Jameson Williams just because, again, picked him to boom. I think he has potential for a big game. I think CD is still startable, definitely, but I don't know if his potential for a big game is really there. So, all right, let's keep going here. You know what? Let's do a little lightning round. Start to catch up to the comments from after we actually went live. Here we go. It's been too long since we've had a tight end question. Actually, I think Gabriel, I think we asked you asked this yesterday. Joe Cowley, Amari Estime, Jason or Downs?
Does it say scoring? No.
Nope.
Man, I might just go Downs here. Let's gamble on Downs.
Yeah, I mean, if it's non-PPR, I'd say Estime. If it's full or half, go Downs. Polly got the gaming 420. Bo Nix or Mahomes?
Mahomes.
Yeah, not feeling great about Nix. John Gibson, Tyreek or CD?
Tyreek.
Go Tyreek, yes. Okay. Caleb Sewer, Stroud or Nix?
I think I'm going Stroud here. Let me verify that, though. Yeah, I'm going Stroud. It's the Cowboys. He's got Nico back. I'm going Stroud.
Yeah, I'm still not feeling great about Bo Nix. Got Nico back. Okay, we've had this a couple of times. Anthony S. asked this, and so did Acting Scooter Creepy.
Okay.
Just because. Tillman or Jennings?
I go Jennings. I got Jennings as a strong start. I'm tempted to put Tillman as a strong start, but I also understand the fact that Tillman is on the Browns catching passes from Jameis Winston. So
yeah.
Jennings over Tillman.
Yes, Jennings. Here, Matthew Lopez, Estime or DJ Moore?
Does it say the scoring? No. If it's any kind of PPR, I will actually I'll go DJ Moore. And again, I'll hope that the new OC deploys him better. If it's non-PPR, I'll go Estime.
Yeah, same thing. Non-PPR, you can go the running back, get you some points. Otherwise, go DJ Moore. Mike Kelly, Madison or Dobbs?
Dobbs. I cannot start Madison. I talked about it before. If you watch the 10 keys to winning video, Mike, I talked about Madison, how he only played like 39% of the snaps, barely ran any routes. It was like Amir Abdullah was the pass catching back before the buys. Amir White got 2 carries inside the 5. You cannot feel good about it. You cannot start Madison this week until we see how this backfield is deployed. And plus they have a new OC, so we don't even know who's going to be like the guy. Is it going to be a committee? Not starting Madison.
Even if Zamir White was just completely ruled out right now, What has Madison done the last couple of weeks before them? Like nothing. Yeah. Just go Dobbs. Hope for a big play touchdown. KJ Herring, who to start? Goff, Stroud, or Russ?
Goff. Well, I will say I do like Russ, but I have Russ as the solid start. I have Goff at home against the Jags as a strong start. I'm betting on Goff.
I'm gonna go Russ. I know my issue with Goff, which again I know he should be a very strong start, is they have really good running backs. They just might not have to pass the ball that much. So I feel like with Russ, they're gonna have to pass, whether they want to or not. This is just pure pass funnel defense. So look at Jacksonville actually has a pretty decent front. They have good pass rushers. But anyways, I mean Goff is very strong, but I'm gonna lean Russ here. Fade away. T. Higgins, JSN, or Zay Flowers. This is non-PPR though.
I'm still going Zay Flowers. I like Zay Flowers a lot this week. I want that upside.
Yeah. Non-PPR, you're looking for touchdowns, you're looking for upside. T. Higgins is fine, but it's not a smash spot. So let's go Zay Flowers here. What about Silicon Valley Athletics? Welcome back. Tua or Jordan Love?
I'll go Jordan Love here. I still have Jordan Love in the solid starts. I got Tua as more like a streaming option. Tua has not. Real life, Tua's been fine. Fantasy wise, he hasn't been great. I'll go Jordan Love.
Yeah, even last week on Monday night, you're like, what, like the offense again? Like you did nothing, and you're like, oh, well, they won by double digits.
Yeah.
Like it was fine for them, but yeah, like we need a ceiling here. And then needs one between Thomas, Pearsall, MVS, or Mike Williams. I know Mike Williams is not on the Jets anymore.
Yeah. I'll just gamble on Pearsall here with Kittle out. See what he can do. All very risky.
Yeah, it's either MVS for the pure home run, like sell out for the home run, or you just go Pearsall. I mean, Pearsall should get you something. I think with Kittle out now, this is where it pushes me up to Pearsall. Like yesterday, I might have just said just go with MVS. Needs to choose one between Jacoby Myers or JMO.
Jameson Williams. I like Jacoby, but there's not I don't think he has as much of a ceiling this week. Let's chase Jameson's ceiling.
Yep, I like Jameson Williams this week. J.R. Fuentes, start receiver and 2 flex. So Hill, Ridley, Tillman, Stevenson, who sits? Is it the running back?
Yeah. I like Hill and Tillman. I'm starting for sure. It's between Ridley and Stevenson.
Ridley is definitely riskier, but
yeah,
Ridley does have a higher ceiling. I mean,
does he?
I think so. I'll say this: pretty much all three. You got Hill, you got Tillman, you got Ridley. You have a lot of boom bust type receivers here in general. Why not just go all in? Just go all in.
Maybe I'm too low on Ridley. But like Ramondre has just as good a chance to score 2 touchdowns as Ridley does. In fact, I would probably argue Stevenson has a better chance to score 2 touchdowns than Ridley does.
That's true.
I don't know. I might go Stevenson here. It's close between Stevenson and Ridley.
Well, I guess it depends, JR, what you want to do. You want to... I mean, Stevenson almost surely should get you double-digit points with a ceiling for more, or you just want to go all in on the boom bust of Ridley. This is probably not going to be much in between. Mr. Rivers, good morning. Demario Douglas or Rashad Bateman?
Yeah, just go with Bateman. What are we getting from Demario Douglas at this point? At least Bateman has touchdown upside.
Yeah. Douglas is, again, gets you a few points. That's it. Yeah. Luke Steins, Garrett Wilson, or Cedric Tillman?
I like Tillman this week, but I'm still going to go Garrett Wilson. I still feel very strongly about Garrett Wilson. This is a good matchup for him against the Colts, and maybe with Devontae Adams dealing with a wrist injury, Aaron Rodgers will reluctantly throw the ball to somebody else. Maybe.
It would be so nice if Adams wasn't playing. Yeah, Garrett Wilson still should be a very good start. It's the Colts. It's a great spot for him. Let's trust Garrett Wilson. Brian Boykin did drop the super chat. Here's the question: worried about London getting locked up? Okay, London or Tank Dell?
Yeah, I get this. I would go Tank Dell, although I'm also worried about Tank Dell just doing Tank Dell things. But at the same time, like, yeah, I am nervous for London enough that I will put Tank Dell
in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling a big Tank Dell a week, but you're worried about London getting locked down. Could very well happen. So that's fine. You can go Tank Dell. All right. I'm actually kind of shocked and disappointed we haven't had more streaming tight end questions today. So let's put one up.
All right.
Rico Vargas, Dawson Knox, or Jonnu Smith?
Oh, man. This is close. This isn't a bad spot for Jonnu Smith, but it's not a bad spot for Dawson Knox either. I mean, I don't know. This is the floor versus floor debate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might go Knox and hope he scores with Josh Allen.
Yeah, in this case, I'll go Knox. I mean, they're all kind of, I say they. We got Dawson Knox, Jonnu Smith, Will Dissly, a couple other, all kind of right there, lumped together, and you can stream them and hope for the best.
Right.
I guess let's try Knox. Brian Boykin did have another. I don't know if this is a variation of the other one. Start 3, London, DK, Tank Dell, and Higgins. I guess who are we sitting? It's still London.
London. Yeah, I'm still sitting London here.
All right, Brian. So you start the last 3. Irina Worthy, welcome back. McConkey or London in PPR?
All right, this is where I think it might start getting close. Let's see. Yeah, I have them both as flexes this week. I think here I'll go London barely.
Yeah, I'm fine with London here. McConkey is not a great individual matchup for him. So, and my concern too with the Chargers is now Quentin Johnson is still involved. Josh Palmer gets those deep shots. McConkey doesn't. McConkey's a little bit more dependent on that target volume, and they're spreading the ball out. DJ Chark is back. And then, of course, Will Dissly is a thing.
That's right. Will Dissly going off. How can Ladd also go off?
That's all right. It's just logic. And then he wants to know about flexing Pollard or Sutton. This is half. Or she does.
Even in half, I'll go Sutton here. I like Sutton's upside. He always has touchdown upside. I'll go Sutton.
Yes. Sutton in a good spot. Let's go Sutton. Worldwide Gaming. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you watch them all. Flex 2 and a tight end and a quarterback. DK, Ridley, Myers, Jennings, Njoku, or Hawkinson. And then Love or Herbert.
Well, I'll do the QB because that's easy for me. It's Herbert.
Yep.
I need 2 flex, a tight end. Oh, man. And Njoku, Hawkinson, tough. But I think I'm going to go Njoku against the Saints.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to flex DK and Jennings.
2 flex, DK, yeah, and Jennings. You got to go DK and Jennings. Yep, no changes for me. Miguel Perez, welcome back as well. Traded Debo and Devontae for DK and Hawk. Then flipped Hawk and Judy for Higgins, Pitts, and Tolbert. Okay, so.
Well, I like the first trade. I prefer DK to Debo. And I think at this point, with what we've seen from Devonta Smith the last couple weeks, Hawk Smith I might prefer Hawk, sadly. And then you flipped Hawk and Judy for Higgins, Pitts, and Tolbert. I think that's okay. I think overall you won.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like any of these deals are lopsided. Tolbert, whatever, but you turn Debo and Smith and Hawkinson into DK and Higgins and Pitts. I think that's fine. Yeah. There you go. All right. And then Mr. Rivers. Bateman, Douglas, or one of those guys off the wire.
I mean, I know it's not the best matchup for Pittman, but I don't think I can start Pop over Pittman.
Yeah, we need some upside.
Can I start Bateman over Pittman? That's the question here. It's not a great matchup for Bateman this week.
Yeah, just to be honest, not thrilled about any of these picks. The only one I might pick up off the wire is Pittman.
Yeah, I might just go Bateman, honestly.
Yeah.
I assume that the question is Bateman versus Douglas or one of these guys, right? I think. Is that what he's asking?
Yeah, that's why I interpreted. Like his flex options right now are the first two, or he could stream somebody or pick up somebody.
I would just go Bateman. But I will say, Mr. River, I would probably drop Douglas for Pittman.
Right.
Because if Pittman does somehow have a big game this week, which I don't think he will, but you never know, you're going to be happy you added him. In worst case, if he doesn't, you can drop him next week or something.
Yeah, at least some upside. Right. All right, let's get to Shaw. Just Shaw. Jennings. Fire Jennings up. Yeah, we'll kill out Ridley or D-Hop. I think it's Jennings.
I mean, even with Kittle, it would have been Jennings for me, but now it's definitely Jennings.
Yeah, definitely Jennings. Felix Tab. Which three? Flowers, Jennings, Mooney, or Reed?
Flowers, Jennings, and Reed will be my three. Here I can just bench Mooney.
Yeah. Bench Mooney. Trill. With Kittle out, sit one. Jennings, Adams, Tillman. I could sit Adams.
Yeah. I'm going to sit Adams out of spite. And because I like Jennings and Tillman this week.
And Jennings and Tillman better. How about nickels and dimes? Which defense? The Dolphins going against the Raiders or the Texans going against the Boys?
I think they're both good, but I'll give the edge to the Texans going against Cooper Rush, and maybe Trey Lance, which I think would be even better.
Hey, that's true. We may see it again. Let's go Texans. Better actual defense. Caleb. I think we did this one earlier, but here's Caleb, Seward, Stroud, or Bo Nix.
Stroud. Going Stroud. Got Nico back. It's Cowboys. Go Stroud.
SoFly, Jennings, or Tillman.
Yeah. A lot of these questions. Jennings. I have Jennings ahead of Tillman this week.
Yes. Jennings, and then Darnold, Geno, Winston, or Geno.
Is that like SoFly? Is that your way of trying to nudge us to say Geno? Like,
it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
No.
I'm going Winston.
Gonna say Winston.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Not only do I love the name, but I want to see your reaction to this question. Hingle, McCringleberry,
Nice.
Etienne, or Amari Cooper.
Very nice. Very nice. Oh my gosh. Your name is nice. Your question is not.
Yes.
Question is terrible. I'll go Etienne as much as I don't want to go Etienne. At least he's going to get touches. I mean, he got 11 carries last week. He caught one pass. Of course, it was for -1 yard, but at least, there's a chance. There's a chance that he could do something, get some dump offs. I'll go Etienne.
Yeah, as much as I want to avoid Jags, in this case, I'll go Etienne. Like you said, at least we know he's getting touches. Maybe he scores a touchdown, rips off a big play, gets some garbage time, something. So, yeah. Let's go Etienne. Scented Army. Okay, start two. Hopkins, Tillman, Stevenson. Okay, and then got a handcuff question. Should I drop Charbonnet for Benson? Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah. If you've got James Conner, sure.
And then we need 2 between Hopkins, Tillman, Stevenson. Doesn't say if it's PPR or not.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it matters for me. Hopkins against the Bills. I might just go Tillman, Stevenson either way. I just don't feel like Hopkins will be fine this week. I don't think he's going to be an outright bust or anything, but I don't feel like it's the biggest Hopkins game. So I'll just go Tillman, Stevenson.
It's definitely a tough matchup. So yeah, which just good time to remind everybody, especially if you got a question where there's receivers and running backs, if you can tell if it's PPR, non-PPR, half, that does help. Let's go Tillman, Stevenson. I agree. Stevenson is a pretty good spot. And then GMAC, Quentin Johnston or Ricky Pearsall.
I'm going to go Johnston here. I just feel like he has more upside than Pearsall. Going QJ.
Yep, going QJ. He's a sneaky boom potential here, so let's go with QJ. King Sosa. Njoku or Knox?
Njoku. Definitely Njoku.
Yes. JMO, Pearsall, or BTJ?
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, definitely Jameson for me. Brown or Chubb? Is that Chase Brown?
I assume so, and I'm going to definitely say Chase Brown.
Yeah, gotta go Chase Brown. So Njoku, JMO, Brown, the first of all of those. Let's do Diego Moreno. As always in here. Mooney, Dell, BTJ, or JMO?
Only one of these? I think I'll go Jameson barely over Dell for the upside.
That was a close one. I thought you might go Dell. I'm going Jameson.
It was close. It is close. But I just feel like Dell, I like Dell this week, but I don't know if he has a huge ceiling. I feel like Jameson does have a higher ceiling. So let's just go Jameson. Yeah.
Let's go Jameson here. Although week to week, man, you're going to have some tough decisions here. But this week, Mooney is the one I feel least. No, I'm sorry. BTJ is the one I feel least confident about. I got Mac Jones. And then Mooney, I don't feel great about. So. Gabriel, I know we answered this yesterday. Let's do it again. Knox or Ingram?
Still going Ingram.
Yeah. Ingram is still fine. DV. Geno, Jameis, or Tua?
Jameis. Going Jameis here. At home. Revenge game against the Saints. Jameis.
Yep. Revenge always works. Go Jameis. Biggest upside. Bill, in a half PPR 12-teamer, needs receiver, number 2 and 3, tight end, and 2 flex. So basically, we're sitting 2 out of Dobbs, Pearsall, Addison, Quentin Johnston, Juju, Knox, and Taysom.
We're only sitting 2. We're only sitting 2 of these.
Yes, and we do need a tight end here. I guess in this case, I can start Knox. I was going to say, just sit Knox and Taysom, but you have to start a tight end.
I'm going to sit Juju and Taysom. I start Knox over. Yeah, I might start Knox over Taysom at tight end. Juju and Taysom on my bench. I don't know. All right, well, that was my gut instincts. I'll just go with my gut. Juju, Taysom on the bench.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do as well. Lots of buys. Thank you for clarifying. Rise above anything. What's up? Held Pacheco. Also picked up Chase Brown.
And Cup. You picked up Cup?
Man. All right. Well, you're definitely going to go a little higher than 6 and 4 after picking up those guys for absolutely nothing. So, well done. Mr. Rivers is back. Room for a stash, pick up Allen, Algier, Akers, Benson. Which is your favorite?
Well, I think the 2 with the most upside is Allen and Algier. And I probably give Allen the slight edge for pass catching. So if we're just stashing one, it's Braylon Allen. Because I feel like let's say James Conner, knock on wood, this doesn't happen, of course, but let's say James Conner suffers an injury today. Is it just going to be all Trey Benson? I don't think so. I think we're going to also see Amari DeMarcado mixed, like it's going to be. But if Breece Hall suffers an injury today, it's going to be all Braylon Allen. If Bijan Robinson suffers an injury today, it's going to be all Tyler Algier pretty much. So those are the two guys I want. I give Braylon Allen the slight edge.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's going to be one of those first two. I might give the edge to Algier, but it's pretty close. And then asking, would you flex one of those over those receivers we talked about earlier, like Bateman? I don't think so.
No. They just don't get enough touches.
No. All right, then Rise has a question here. Flex Downs, Douglas, or Muth?
I'll go Downs here. I don't love Downs this week, of course, with Anthony Richardson back. But Douglas, like, what's the upside with Douglas? And even Muth, like, as much as I like Muth as a tight end, we can't act like he's not a complete risk of catching 3 passes for 30 yards. You know what I mean? So I'll go Downs.
Right. He's a good streaming option for a tight end. So Let's go Downs. And Jedi Koth, good morning. Half point. Needs 2 receivers in the flex between Lamb, Ridley, McConkey, Dobbins, Tillman, Pearsall.
I think Lamb is still above these guys at number 1. Actually, Tillman would probably be my number 1. Lamb would be my number 2. And I think Ridley will be my number 3 here. So Tillman, Lamb, Ridley.
Yeah. Lamb, Ridley, Tillman. Yep, no argument there. Juice, what's up? Devontae, Waddle, Ladd, Dobbs. Just one of these fine options.
All right, I think here I will go Adams reluctantly. I mean, whether we like it or not, he gets the targets. He should have had a touchdown last week. I'll go Adams.
He does have the best matchup. Out of principle, I really just want to say Waddle, just to hope he has a big game. I guess Devontae makes the best sense. Just go with Taysom Hill and you'll be happy. Ryan Leal got the membership and dropped a super chat. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Okay, so in league number 1, needs a flex and a receiver. Nico Swift, Tillman, Samuel. Wow. You gotta start.
Well,
Nico.
you got to play Nico. Nico's I guess Nico would be your wide receiver. And I think Debo's got to be your flex. Nico and Debo.
Definitely Nico and Debo. Second league, 2 receivers in a flex. These options are a little different. QJ, Jennings, Higgins, JSN, London. Good players, but not all great matchups.
Yeah, Jennings number 1, Higgins number 2. And then I think I still got to put London number 3 here.
Yeah. I think once you get to like QJ level, maybe Quinn Johnson does have a bigger game than London, but I don't know if I'm going to take a chance on that. We got a word only. Pollard or Pearsall for the flex?
I'll still go Pollard here. I still like Pollard. He's been good even in tough matchups. I'm not worried about Spears. Not worried about the fact, again, I think he played. Let me verify this, but I'm pretty sure it's going to take me a second, but I'm pretty sure he missed all or most of the entire second quarter. So he didn't even play a full game last week, and he still averaged almost 5 yards per carry in a tough matchup. I'm going Pollard.
Yeah, I mean, it is a tough matchup for Pollard, that Vikings run defense. But again, am I really trusting Pearsall, the number 3? Like, no Kittle. Yes, no Kittle. He's still the number 3 receiver there, right? And CMC is back. So it's just probably better to go Pollard. Ethan Struby. What's up, Ethan? Says he thinks he made an error trading BTJ for JMO.
I think it'll be okay. I mean, I do think Brian Thomas Jr. will go back to being Brian Thomas Jr. when after the bye, but you got Jameson, it's fine.
I think it's fine because I do feel like Jameson Williams, and I talked about this in the Boom video, not just this week. Yeah, it's Jags, okay, but going forward, I mean, he's been getting a ton of air yards. He's been really good when he's not suspended. So I think this is fine. I will say this is a good time, just in general, anyone, although you may have only like 2 hours left, if your trade deadline's this week, to buy low on BTJ.
Yes.
All right, Caleb's got another one here. Wide receivers are Lamb, Flowers, Jennings, Myers, Tillman. Best 3 out of those 5. Can you trust Lamb? Well, that's the big question here.
I just go Flowers, Jennings, Tillman. Honestly, Flowers, Jennings, Tillman. I just benched Lamb this week.
So not trusting Lamb.
Well, not with these wide receivers.
Yeah, I trust is a tricky word. I think you can trust him in your lineup. He's still very startable, but I like Jennings better. I like Flowers better. Tillman is where it gets close, but we like Tillman's matchup this week because it's the Saints. So I think you can bench Lamb and not worry about it. Maurice Copeland, flex, Drake London or Ramondre in full PPR?
I'll just go Ramondre here. He catches some passes. He gets to work. He has touchdown upside. I'll just go Ramondre.
Yeah, you can avoid the worry with London here. Brendan Boykin, Chubb or Dobbins?
Ooh, this is close this week, actually, for me. Let me look here. Bengals run defense has been pretty good. That interior line has gotten healthier. We're seeing Gus get more involved. We're seeing Hassan Haskins get goal line carries. Maybe we start to see Gus get goal line carries. Chubb gets the Saints. This is really tough for me. I mean, I think this is honestly like a floor versus floor debate, so maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. I think I might go Dobbins here, but man, I don't feel strongly about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm watching you try to convince yourself to start Nick Chubb. It's like, like the little angel and the devil on the shoulders, but I picture them inside your mind like wrestling. It's like a wrestling match, and they're like,
well, it's just such a good matchup for Chubb. I mean, Sean Tucker had one of the best running back weeks in the entire NFL. Sean Tucker against this defense. Who else? Some other not so good running back went off against Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams went off against the Saints. Chubb gets all the touches. He gets goal line. Like, even this version of Chubb, I think, can have a good game against the Saints. It's just, man, but can I bench Dobbins for him? I don't think so. I really want to, though.
Yeah, my thing is Chubb. I mean, he's still averaging, 3-something yards per carry. I mean, you can tell he's definitely not close all the way back. Yeah, I'm still going Dobbins. Mark Bone has BTJ in the flex. Got Keenan, Jalen Wright, Jerome Ford on the bench. Elijah Moore, Matt Collins, Calvin Austin are available. I mean, I don't want to start Jaguar. I don't want to start BTJ, but I don't know if I want any of those guys instead.
Yeah, no, don't. Austin is interesting, I guess. He's interesting in the fact that he can, like, certainly, I don't know, make you
tap the long touchdown. He did a couple weeks ago.
He can give you anxiety, stress you out all Sunday morning or whenever they play.
I would just keep BTJ in there. Chris Laborde, what is up? Thinking about benching London. All right, for JSN.
I don't know about for JSN. Like, I don't feel good about JSN.
Okay, so London or JSN basically is it.
Yeah, I'm still going London here. I don't feel great about JSN this week.
Yeah. Like London might not have a great game, but
Waddle. I would bench Waddle. I'm done with Waddle. How many weeks of single-digit fantasy points are we going to give Waddle and say this week? This week he gets this. Like, no, I'm done. I did that for like 3 weeks in a row. I'm done. I'm done with Waddle. I would rather put London and JSN in and bench Waddle.
JSN over Waddle. Man, you're really down.
I'll take my 10 fantasy points from JSN instead of my 6 or 7 from Waddle.
All right, there you go. Well, it looks like you're playing London, but you can bench Waddle if you like. Joe Chris 27. Here we go. Warren or Estime?
Just give me Estime. He should be the lead back here. Warren dealing with that back injury, might be limited. Just give me Estime.
Yeah. Warren questionable and not a good spot. KJ Herring got offered Pollard and Dell for St. Brown and Estime.
Yeah, you got to take St. Brown and Estime. I just think you're getting such the best player. Like Pollard, okay, fine at running back. Dell, yeah, fine at wide receiver. St. Brown, like you're just getting a guy who's just miles ahead of those guys. You got to take St. Brown.
Yeah, if someone's offering you the Pollard Dell side, don't take it. But you got to keep St. Brown here. Also, pick up Jameis Winston, which is question mark. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna stream Jameis Winston this week, if you're gonna play him, sure. But I wouldn't pick up Jameis Winston just to pick up Jameis Winston.
I mean, if you need a streamer, he's a good one. But yeah, only if you need him. Only if you're going to start him. Our guy Brian is here.
What's up,
Happy
Brian?
football day. Yeah, it's we were just talking about the cold because Chris saying it's kind of cold in Orange County. And I was
It's
like, well,
it's in the 40s. Like that's cold, right? Like it doesn't matter where you're from. That's cold, right?
yes. For me, that's freezing. Yeah.
Well, you're from Miami, so you don't really count either.
Yeah, anything below 70 is cold for me. Okay. 6-point pass, Goff, Russ, Herb, or Knicks?
I'm going Goff. Maybe I'm too high on Goff, but at home against the Jags, he can get 3 touchdowns this week.
I'm gonna go Russ. I like I'm gonna take a chance on that matchup. Also grade the trade. Send London a late first, a late second, another second for Nico, AR, and Jennings.
Yeah, you win.
Yeah.
I think you win. You get Nico.
Nico London's pretty comparable. Wait, yeah, it's not super flex. He didn't say it's super flex.
Yeah, but you're also getting Jennings.
Right.
And you're getting Anthony Richardson, who still has potential. I think this is a good deal.
Yeah.
Because it's a late first, so okay, fine. Late first, late second, and then a second 2 years from now. Whatever. Deal with that later. Yeah, I'd take the Nico AR Jennings side, especially like if you're in win now.
Right. Yeah, I think it's worth it. That's a good one. Give your grade an 8. We got Cynthia Granados. Thank you, Cynthia. Let's see if I can find the question. Reminder too, by the way, as we're getting caught up to super chats. If you did super chat, we are definitely answering it, going in order from when they were asked. Okay, a lot of questions before we even went live, so don't worry, guys. Bear with us. We'll catch up to all of them. Jacoby, Ladd, Pickens, Higgins, CD, sit one.
I think I'm going to sit Ladd here.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit Ladd.
Yeah, got the most limited upside here. I mean, you kind of have to start Pickens. And you don't have to start CD, but I'll go CD over Ladd. Definitely going to get more target share, I believe. I say definitely. Derek Gonzalez, Shakir, Tyreek Hill, Pearsall Downs, Judy Higgins, pick 3.
Tyreek, Higgins. I think I'll just go Judy here against the Saints. Tyreek, Judy, Higgins. Like Judy Downs, Shakir, just all feel like floor plays to me. But Judy gets the Saints. So Hill, Judy, Higgins.
Yeah, I think Hill's a must. Higgins definitely second. It's close between all the rest. I mean, I don't love Shakir this week, but I might go Shakir over Judy. But it's pretty close. And then next up is Eric Sahlberg. Here we go. Finally, a tight end question. Knox, Ertz. Wait, Ertz?
Ertz already played. Ertz already played. Had a solid game. Because apparently, Jaden, the Commanders don't throw to wide receivers anymore.
I mean, if you can put Ertz in your lineup, do it. He scored a touchdown.
Yeah, and he had that sweet 2-point conversion catch. That catch was nice. Very impressive.
But unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be able to pick up Ertz and play him if you haven't already. So if you can put Ertz in your lineup, do it. If not, Knox or Taysom Hill.
I think I'll go Knox here.
Yeah, let's go Knox. Demetrios, what's up? Tua or Burrow?
Burrow, definitely Burrow. Burrow has been on fire. I am starting Burrow everywhere.
Yeah, this would be a case of overthinking the matchup. Obviously, Burrow is a tougher spot, but you got to go Burrow. And then start one between Estimate, Gus, or Algier.
I think I still go Estimate here. It's close between him and Gus, but Estimate I think will be the lead back, so I'm going to go Estimate.
Yeah, go with the guy who's probably going to get the most touches. And then Jedi Koth, Hawkinson, or Kraft.
Got to go Hawkinson.
Yep. And then TP31. Okay, Kittle is out. Yes, Kittle is out. Play Sharps, Ray Davis, Corum, Garendo, Mason.
Oh, man.
Play? Okay. Or drop one for Elijah Moore, Worthy, Boutte, Gus Edwards, or Dontavian Wicks.
A lot of people sneakily on Kayshon Boutte this week.
Yeah, maybe. Well, they did. Tyquan Thornton is no longer a thing. They're trying to, or then they ditched him, right? Didn't they cut him?
Yeah, they released him.
They were trying to trade him, and shockingly, nobody wanted to give up draft pick for him.
I don't know. I might just go Gus. I can't really start Charbonnet, Ray Davis, Blake. You can't start Blake Corum. No. Ray Davis, I think, okay, 2 weeks ago, he catches that long touchdown, and suddenly everybody's like, Ray Davis, Ray Davis, Ray Davis. And then last week, he doesn't catch a long touchdown, 3 carries for 6 yards. You can't start Ray Davis. You were just praying. Same with Charbonnet. I mean, at least Charbonnet catches some passes, and if they get in the 2-minute drill, he plays. I mean, yeah, if I have to start one of these guys, it's probably Gus Edwards.
Yeah, go either Gus, get some carries. You could go Elijah Moore and see if he gets some targets. Pretty good matchup here. Gus is probably the safer pick. Nathan Masters. Ridley, Jennings, or Tillman?
Jennings, number one for me.
Yep, all good high upside options, but let's go Jennings. And then, okay, we already did that one. Tempted to put this one up. Let's do it. NPT 121. MVS or Najee?
I'm still going to, I mean, unless you're just looking for pure home run upside. Like maybe you went up, maybe you had like Terry McLaurin. Maybe you had Terry McLaurin and Jaden Daniels and you went up against Saquon Barkley and Zach Ertz or something. I don't know. And you're just like, I need like that home run. I'll go MVS. Otherwise, I'm going Najee.
Fair enough. Also depends if this is PPR or not. Let's do a couple other quickies here. Freedom, Respect, Flowers or Jason?
Flowers.
Yeah, definitely Flowers. George Velasquez, Cousin or Knicks?
Ooh, I think I'm just going to go Knicks here.
The Broncos. They get each other.
Falcons on the road against the Broncos. They play each other.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you go Knicks. Don't feel a great Cousins game. Wish Broncos or Bills for defense.
Broncos, Falcons, Bills,
Let's get the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I think you got to go Broncos.
Yeah, go Broncos here. All right, then John got the super chat. Thank you, John. Let's see where the question is. Kind of look. All right, I'll get to it. If we find it, we'll put it up. Oh, it's like right below where I look backwards. Pearsall or Tyler Lockett?
Oh man, this has got to be our first Tyler Lockett question of the week.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I mean, DK's back, but they get the 49ers. Lockett's played the 49ers many times.
Yeah, but this isn't the same. Even the game before the bye with DK out, only 4 targets. Yeah, I'll just go Pearsall. I'm not playing Lockett.
Yeah, let's go for some upside, right? Go for the big play, Pearsall. Robert S. needs a running back between C.D. Wilson, Nico. Wait, what?
A running back 2 between all these wide receivers?
Oh, who should I move?
Oh.
Okay. It's like, yeah, he's got Dowdle, Keenan, and Estime. So looking for a more solid running back. So which receiver here would you trade? I mean, ideally CeeDee Lamb if you can get a really good running back in exchange. But
yeah, I think CeeDee Lamb is probably the guy I want to move right now while I can. I think you could probably still get, I'll bet you could still get a James Cook, a James Conner. You might even be able to get a Josh Jacobs. He hasn't really been having big games. Aaron Jones. I would take all those running backs for CeeDee Lamb right now.
Yeah, you could do that. And even if you take one of those running backs that's on a bye, which again, people do strange things. They'll trade, I need somebody for this week, or I can't play this guy. I'll trade him away. You can get by with either Dowdle or Estimate this week. I mean, you may not be able to pull off a trade before the game start anyway. So, Richard Lopez, Dobbs, QJ, or Amari?
Let's just go QJ here. I think he's got the most upside.
Yep, shoot for some upside. Michael Marowitz in Superflex. Jordan Love or Tua?
I'm still going Jordan Love. Tua just has not been putting up big fantasy numbers.
Nope. Go Jordan Love. Good morning to Sir Boomer. Good morning, everybody. All right, not calling out any coaches here. Rise above anything. Should I pick up Odunze and drop Jordan Mason or hold Jordan Mason?
No, I'm going to hold Jordan Mason. Again, he's a CMC missing games away from being a potential league winner. I don't know if Odunze is going to be a league winner this year.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind picking up Odunze, but I don't think dropping Mason is a good idea. Juan Pablo Guerrero. Thank you, Juan Pablo. 6-4. Just traded. Okay. Wilson, London, and Higgins. And Jacobs. Okay, let's wrap my head around this. This is a 4 for 3. Wilson, London, Higgins, and Jacobs for Gibbs, Jefferson, and Puka.
I mean, you got 3 studs.
Yeah. I mean, Gibbs over Jacobs. That's good. So Jefferson and Puka in exchange for Wilson, London, Higgins. It's like 2.5 receivers with how much Higgins plays.
True. This has got to be a win for you. You got 3 studs. Got to be a win for you.
That's a big league move. It's a big boy trade. Rest of my team: Jordan Love, Kyron, Tracy, Pacheco, Estimate, Kraft, Kincaid. Thoughts on the team? Well, it's pretty stacked now.
Yeah, it's pretty stacked now.
Got Gibbs and Kyron as your running backs with Pacheco and Tracy on the bench. That's nice. Jefferson, Puka. I don't know. Who else do you have at receiver, though?
I mean, do you need anybody else? Do you need any other receivers when you got Jefferson and Puka?
Yeah, you might need at least one. Okay. Well, I would say this. You can drop Kincaid and pick up another receiver. Okay. Yeah. Also needs a flex. Yeah. Knox or Pearsall?
I'll just gamble on Pearsall here. Knox fine, like as a streaming tight end, but I don't really want to flex Knox.
No. And then actually, I'll ask this because you got Kraft in there. Knox is on the bench, apparently. Knox or Kraft?
Oh, I go Kraft.
Okay. So I'm going to say this. You're starting Kraft. I'm not holding on to Kincaid. I think you could drop Knox and Kincaid and pick up a couple of receivers with upside. But yeah, you've got a really good team now. I like this is what you were talking about earlier, right, Chris? Is, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for the studs. You just improved your team in terms of the quality.
You playing to win or you playing scared?
Right. Can't play scared.
Like I just want to make it to like week 15 or 16, and if I lose, oh well. Or are you trying to win?
This is the big. I think it'll pay off. The 50th burger. Start 2. Aaron Jones, Dobbins, Ladd, CD, and Tank Dell.
Aaron Jones is the one I feel best about, and then I got to go CD over. Well, actually, you know what? I will go Tank Dell over CD, actually. I'll go Tank Dell over CD. Jones and Dell.
Jones is my favorite here. I think I had CD slightly over Tank earlier, if I remember. I'll go CD here. Just not feeling a big Tank Dell week. Okay, we got a comment here or super chat, I should say, from Darth Patriarchus. All right.
Okay.
And here's the question. In non-PPR, flex, estimate, downs, or Lockett?
I'll go estimate here. Hope he falls into the end zone.
Yeah, all risky options in non-PPR, go the running back. Eric Sahlberg, this variation of that earlier question. Again, if you can play Ertz, do it. If not, Schultz, Knox, or Taysom Hill.
I think I still go Knox here.
Yeah, not tempted to play Schultz. Ethan Struby, it's a 12-teamer, 5-5. Needs 2 receivers in the flex. Myers, JMO, Waddle, Mike Williams, Pearsall, Warren. 2 receivers in the flex.
I'm going to go Myers and Jameson at wide receiver. Pearsall at the flex.
Yeah, I know you're not starting Waddle. JMO's my favorite here. I go Myers next. I would play Waddle. And then Jonnu or Jake at tight end.
I'm going to go Jonnu Smith.
Yeah. And then one flex between Downs, Rico, Bateman.
I think I go Downs here.
It's full PPR, I'm assuming still. Yeah, I still feel like Rico can get you some points, but Downs has a higher ceiling. All right, let's do A Zerby. In standard, bench 1. London, Sutton, or Ridley?
I think I'm sadly benching London.
I think you can. I think you can do this. This standard, Ridley can score a touchdown. Still can. And then Joe Chris, 27, a different one. No. Estime or Warren. We said Estime.
Yep.
Taysom Hill or Kraft or Gesicki?
Kraft. Now that T's playing, can't feel good about Gesicki. Let's go Kraft.
Yeah. Go Kraft here. Could still score a touchdown. Allen. Cousins or Knicks?
Knicks.
Yep. It's a Knicks. Chubb or Chase Brown?
Chase Brown.
Yeah. Here, definitely Chase Brown. Blue line, 757. Needs 2. McConkey, Jennings, or Ridley? Who sits?
McConkey sits.
McConkey does sit. Not a high ceiling. Lil Isaiah needs 2 receivers in the flex. Debo, DK, BTJ, Amari, Hunt, Higgins. 2 receivers and the flex.
Debo and DK at wide receiver. It doesn't say if it's PPR or not. If it's PPR, I'm going to go Higgins. If it's like complete non-PPR, I might go Hunt.
Yep, I agree with all that. Hunt in a good spot, but I think in PPR, you got to lean Higgins. And then Marcos Alvarado. Thank you, Marcos. Let's see where his question is. Stafford or Russ?
Russ over Stafford.
Yep. Take a chance on that upside. Start 2, Jennings, T. Ladd, or Christian Watson. Yes, always a huge risk.
Huge risk is one way to put it. Yeah, Jennings and T.
Jennings and T it is. We got JCR Melts. What is up? Needs a last-minute decision. A tight end. Yeah, that happens. Oh, you got 2 good options. Andrews or Pitts?
I'm going to go Pitts.
Yeah, Pitts is in a better spot, I think. That makes sense. JCR, no, he always uses Draftline. By the way, reminder, he's on there. I know he asks a lot of questions on the Draftline app. If you haven't used the Draftline app, check it out. It's a free download on the Play Store, the App Store, all the stores. Download Draftline, gets you in touch with us. It's a free download, and you can ask all your questions there throughout the week. If you're not with us live here on the show, or you got something that needs a little bit more attention, use the app. Definitely worth it. All right, let's get back to the questions. Again, we're still catching up to the super chats. If you super chatted, we're definitely going to answer your questions. We're just going to do them in order. All right, do Joe Smith. Pick 2, Love, Goff, Wilson, Carr. Looks like we got a 2 QB or super flex league.
I'm going Wilson and Goff.
Yeah, I'll go with Wilson, Goff as well. And then between D-Hop or Adams?
I think I got to give Adams the edge, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. It makes sense to start Adams. I really prefer D-Hop, just in general. Okay. Again, very, very disappointed we have not had actually any Will Dissly questions. So I'm going to make sure we put one up. Renee Ricardo, Muth or Dissly?
Freiermuth.
Yeah, gotta go Muth. Best streaming option here. Guess we got them all out of the system yesterday. Josh Bennett in half PPR needs a receiver and a flex. Dowdle, London, Downs. So we need 2 of these guys.
I'm gonna go London and Downs. Dowdle's just he's okay.
Yeah, I'll just go the receivers. Silicon Valley Athletics, what is up? Both my wife and I are first in our leagues. She has a question. Okay.
All right.
Go help her out. Needs 3 receivers. DK, McConkey, T. Higgins, Devontae Adams, and Brian Thomas. So 3 of those.
DK, Higgins, and Adams.
Yeah. DK for sure. Higgins, Adams. Just can't trust BTJ with Mac Jones and McConkey's. He's okay. All right. Good luck to both of you. Sandy McMurray. Interesting. Okay, so neither of these guys are playing this week. So rest of the season, would you rather have Kyler or Baker?
Kyler. Definitely Kyler.
Yeah. I mean, Evans is coming back, but the thing is Godwin is not. Murray still has more rushing upside. Let's go Kyler. And I do remember, if I remember correctly, that the schedule for the Cardinals in terms of quarterback receiver does get much easier. Hundo. Ooh, this is interesting. I mean, we're worried about London. Are you worried enough to stream or flex a tight end in Njoku or London?
I might. I think Njoku has more touchdown upside. I might actually.
Yeah, I think I would. I like Njoku this week. Got a great matchup. Let's go Njoku. Daniel Ivan, pick 1 for the flex. It's full PPR. Keenan, Estime, Madison, Pearsall, Jalen Warren. Who would you say has the biggest boom potential? Good question.
None. Pearsall, I guess, has the biggest boom potential. Maybe Estime.
It's definitely not Jalen Warren or Alexander Madison. Definitely not. Look, Estime is going to need volume to do something. He could score a touchdown. He could, if you want, I don't know if you want to call it boom, but he could have a good game. Pearsall could have a big play. It's one of those dudes, but it's full PPR. Let's give the edge to Pearsall. I think with Kittle out, that also kind of pushes him over the edge. I don't even know if there will be a boom for Keenan Allen the rest of his career.
Right. And there probably won't be.
Robert S. Shakir or Downs in full PPR?
I'm going to go Shakir. I like Shakir this week. They both feel kind of similar, but Shakir has Josh Allen, not Anthony Richardson. I'm going to go Shakir.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say very similar guys. Who has the better quarterback? So the matchups aren't good for either. Gabo Gexy. One running back, one receiver, one flex. Garrett Wilson, Collins, Jacobs, and Chase Brown. So we're going to have to sit one of these guys.
Collins at wide receiver, Jacobs at running back, and in PPR, I'll go Garrett Wilson over Chase Brown.
Yeah, I think the dilemma here is Jacobs or Brown, Brown or Jacobs. I think based on matchups, not great for either one. Let's sit Chase Brown. Wait, what? Okay, this is interesting. Raj Kapadia, wondering if you should start JMO over Sun God.
No, not benching Sun God.
No, I mean last week. I guess I see
think
what you're saying.
I think he's saying because Jefferson didn't go off against the Jaguars last week, but right. Sam Darnold also threw 3 interceptions. I don't think Jared Goff is going to do that again.
Right. I get the thinking here now, but no, this is overthinking it.
Yeah.
KJ Sticks. Flex with Lamb and questionable. Lamb's going to play probably, but still. Judy, Etienne, Dowdle, Pearsall, QJ, or just wait for Lamb.
I'll just wait for Lamb.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Like he's going to play.
Yeah. None of those guys really force the issue. Joe Chris, 27. Drop Mason for Benson if you have Connor.
I still don't think I do this because again, I don't think if Connor gets hurt, it's just like Trey Benson's job. We'll see a decent amount of Amari Demercado. He's been good. He gets involved. Demercado gets involvement. If CMC goes down, it's going to be all Mason. I'm not worried about Garendo. Garendo only got run because Mason got hurt. I just think Mason has more potential upside. Like Benson, it sure has more like flex appeal these days because Mason is basically unstartable, but Mason has more potential upside.
Right. Yeah. And I get that you have Connor, you want Benson, so it makes sense. But if both James Conner and Christian McCaffrey get hurt at the exact same day, exact same time, who would you rather have? It's Jordan Mason. All right. I guarantee you don't have this anywhere on your matchup sheet. Dan Huzzle needs a pregame drink, PBR or MGD. My answer is neither. Go get yourself a real drink, a real quality beverage.
I don't even know what MGD is. What is MGD?
Miller Genuine Draft.
Yeah.
It's PBR.
I'll just take water.
There you go. If these are your only 2 choices, it's PBR. But come on. Have a good IPA. I know. Short season, Etienne or Madison?
I'm going Etienne. At least I know he's the guy here. No Tank Bigsby. Yeah, Etienne.
Yeah, it is Etienne here. Alvin Mack with Kittle out. Would you start? Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, Russ or Purdy?
I'm still going Purdy. Kittle being out, okay, yeah, it's a knock, but he still has CMC, he still has Debo, he still has Jennings. I'm going Purdy.
Yeah, I don't think Kittle being out affects the offense this much, so you can still start Purdy. The Nexus point. Start 2, McConkey, Quentin Johnston, Shakir Pearsall. 2 of those guys.
Shakir and Ladd, I think. Or maybe actually Shakir and QJ.
Yeah, QJ has the better matchup, between those 2 Chargers. And you say you're going up against the number 1 seed, go for some upside. Shakir and QJ. And Mr. Rivers looks like Kittle. Yeah, but they're not expecting him to play. I wouldn't count
Yeah, I
him.
think you have to treat it like he's out.
So which of those guys? Gesicki, Henry, Schultz, Komet, Conklin.
I think I'll just go Henry. Can't get Gesicki with T back now. Schultz, Komet. I mean, what has Komet done the last? You can't like nothing. Conklin. Nah, I'll just go Henry.
Yeah, at least Henry's getting targeted. George Velasquez, cousin or Knicks. We've been saying Knicks. Or Darnold, Smith, May. The Geno Smith.
I might go Geno Smith, actually. I think I'm gonna go Geno Smith this week. At least Geno Smith like puts up a ton of yards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Geno Smith.
The volume might be there, right? They'll throw it enough. So yeah, I'll go Geno Smith. Arvin Angeles needs a tight end. Hunter Henry, Taysom Hill, or Jonnu Smith.
I'll go Jonnu Smith here.
Yeah, it's not that big a difference between these guys. Henry will get you a floor. Smith, I don't even know if there's a ceiling, but I guess he has a better matchup. Reminder also, guys, give us a thumbs up. If we're helping you out, or at least we're trying to help you out, hit the like button and subscribe if you're, for some reason, not doing that. Joe Chris wants to know, would you drop Deontay for JMO?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely would do this. Josh Nelson. Yeah, the Terry letdown needs 2 running backs in the flex. Kamara, Bijan, Monty, Chase Brown, Tillman, and Jennings.
Wow. I think you got to go Kamara, Bijan at running back. I think I'm flexing Jennings in full PPR.
Well, you do still have very good players, Josh. Kamara and Bijan are must. I mean, Monty's in a good spot, but again, it's not a sure thing. Chase Brown has been good, but tougher matchup. Let's go Jennings. Cody with another one. Cody, would you start Brees over Metcalf?
Oh, man.
You could. I like Brees this week.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? I would do this. I would start Brees.
I don't know. I feel like Metcalf has a higher ceiling, but it's okay. If you want to do it, go for it. I'm not like opposed to it.
Yeah, I mean, got 2 stud players here. You got plenty of studs in your lineup already, Cody. So you can go either way. All right. Thank you. Got not our first, but love from Germany. Thank you to Michael Eggersdorfer.
Thank you.
Let's get to Juan Vargas, who's probably not too far away from here. You're a Cowboys fan. Apologies for your team. 10-team PPR. Who to start? QB, Darnold, Wilson, or Herbert?
Here I'll go Wilson. I do like Herbert, but I like Wilson in that matchup more.
Yes. Let's go for the upside. Njoku or Hawkinson?
Njoku over Hawkinson, but that one's very tough, very close.
And Dobbins or Mooney?
Also very close. It's PPR. I'll go Mooney.
Yeah, it's these are all really close, but go Russ, go Njoku, Mooney for PPR. Andres Huerta traded Tillman and Ramondre for Lamb and Otten. Should I trade Lamb for Cup?
Yes, definitely. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, I think you won that first trade, and I think you're going to win again if you can do this. Thoughts on the lineup? Wilson, Achane, Aaron Jones, AJB, Tyreek, Pitts, D-Hop. It's a 10-teamer.
While Connor's out, Chuba's out, Otten. Yeah, it's good. Not replacing any of those guys.
Yep. I think it's good. If you can do that trade, do that trade. DC Hogs. Downs, Worthy, Gus, Elijah Moore. We need 2.
Downs and Gus.
Cannot start Worthy. I mean, why are we still rostering Xavier Worthy?
Yeah.
Mr. Agent Zero. Is that what his name is now? Oh, no. That was
Gabe
his
name? Yeah, I was going to say, why Agent Zero? He wears number 1.
Agent 1, he gets you 1 point.
Yeah.
All right. L. Rich was next. Let's see. Needs to flex. Dowdle, Pittman, JSN, BTJ.
Oh my god. All right, well,
Two.
JSN and it's PPR, JSN and Pittman, I guess. I almost want to say JSN and BTJ, but I don't know if I can do BTJ with Mac Jones.
Now BTJ's he's been doing a lot of nothing. No, I can't do BTJ. I take JSN, and I might go Dowdle over Pittman just because at least Dowdle should get you some points. I don't even know with Pittman. I don't know. I don't know about any of these guys.
Yeah, for real.
Zach H. Needs 2 of 4. Collins, Flowers,
First 2.
Tillman, Cooper.
First 2 for me.
Yeah, you got to start
Collins, Flowers.
Yeah. Next is Live Wire. Traded Mooney and Dell for Harrison.
Yeah, fine.
It's okay.
Let's gamble on Harrison having a strong second half.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure. The jury's still going to be out on this one until the season ends. 1, 2 in a row, now 4 and 6. There you go. All right, you're not out of it. Burrow, Murray, CMC, Gibbs, Tracy, Mondre, Mason, Puka, DK, Jennings. Now Harrison, McBride, and Taysom. Okay.
All right, Taysom's fine.
Yeah. All right, Shaw. Needs 1. Ridley or D-Hop?
I'll give Ridley the slight edge here. Not a great spot for D-Hop this week.
Yes. Get Ridley. Got some upside there against the Vikings secondary. I gotta ban the spam bots. Okay, let's get to the next super chat. Miguel Ulua. Sit 1 between Taylor, Brees Hall, Debo, Tillman, Garrett Wilson, Monty.
Tough, but I think I'm going to sit Monty here. Unless it's complete. If it's complete non-PPR, then I'll sit Tillman. But if it's PPR, I'm going to sit Monty. But man, I don't really want to have to sit any of these guys, to be honest.
Yeah, this is tough, but let's go with that. If it's non-PPR, you sit Tillman. If it's full PPR, you sit Monty. And then Nick K, Brian Thomas, Butte, Elijah Moore, or Quentin Johnston. Who to flex?
Yeah, just give me QJ. Let's gamble. Roll the dice.
Yeah, aren't they all? All of these are gambles, but you did identify Quentin Johnston as a good matchup individually in this game. Could boom. Yep. Who knows? DV, start 1. JSN, Judy, Dobbs, or Rome. It's half PPR.
I'm going to go Judy here. I feel good about Judy. He gets targets. I'm going to go Judy. And then give me 1 second here.
This one is it's tough because you got a lot of options here. You just don't know what to expect on a weekly basis. I mean, you kind of know what you'll get from Judy, right? He'll get several targets. He'll get a few catches. He'll get some yards. I mean, you'll get something from Judy. Not falling for JSN because a couple of weeks ago he happened to have that random big game. That was with DK out. It's a tougher matchup this week. So I really don't want to be in on JSN. Dobbs, I don't feel like this week is a week. It's a good week for him because it's on the road against Chicago. Tough secondary still. They spread the ball out. Rome is the one that's like you feel like he could do something. Maybe this new coordinator does something. You feel like it's almost a trap, right? Being on the Bears offense this week, but I don't know. Look, if you want to just get some points, Judy will get you some points, but take a chance on for some chunk plays, hope for a touchdown. I think Rome has more upside, especially because it's half PPR. So if it's my team, I might just roll the dice with Rome. All right. John M. Start 1 of these. Winston to a Stafford. Going Winston. Definitely Winston. Wide receivers, CD, Dell, Jennings, Ferguson, or Schultz, or Wright. Oh, man. Okay, wide receiver can pretty easily say Jennings. Wow, Ferguson or Schultz or Wright. Not going to go Brock Wright here. I know it's the Jags, but still. Yeah, maybe just take a chance on Schultz. Just can't feel great about Ferguson here. Yeah, let's go Schultz. Why not? Revenge game. Let's do it. And actually, I don't want to pick Schultz, but here we go, Mr. Chirps. I would go Schultz or Gesicki for sure. Gesicki's pretty much worthless now. T. Higgins back. Now we got Flavio 65. Juwan Jennings or Tony Pollard at the flex? Doesn't say the format though.
I'd probably go Jennings either way here. Maybe if it's totally non PPR, I go Pollard. And yeah, I did check. So if you look at Pollard last week, in quarters 1, 3, and 4, he had 8 carries. Spears only had 2, and he played almost 60% of the snaps. And then in the second quarter, that's when Tyjae Spears got all his run because Pollard had that knee injury. So I still like Pollard this week, but I like Jennings more, so I'm going Jennings.
Yeah, go Jennings here. Defense question from John M. Pats, Chargers or Browns? I don't think you can play the Chargers against Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
Nah, it's give me Browns against Derek Carr and the Saints.
Yeah. All right, and then we got Felix Tav again. Dell or Reed?
Oh, I feel like these guys are close for me, and they are. Not a good spot for Reed against the Bears this week.
Yeah.
I think I'm going Dell. I might be too high on Dell this week. We'll see.
I'm not high on Dell, but I'll take him over Reed just because it's very risky for Reed. Risky matchup. And then flex Chubb, Shakir, or Dell. Well, in this case, I'll easily go Dell.
Yeah, going Dell. Going Dell again.
Dell and Dell. Big homie, what is up? Josh Allen.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Josh Allen.
Look, I know it's a good matchup. Let's just not worry about it. It's Josh Allen. Projected to lose. Don't worry about projections. Okay, Ramondre or Tank Dell.
Doesn't say scoring here. I think this one is close based on scoring. If it's full PPR, I'll go Dell. If it's half or non, I'll go Ramondre.
Yeah. I'm not going to say, oh, I need a big play. I mean, I know, okay, one of your players didn't do great. Oh, well. I would probably go Ramondre, but yeah. Molly Wop. What is it? PPR, tight end, Andrews or Kraft?
Still got to go Andrews.
Yes, Andrews. And then other flex option is Rome. I wouldn't play Kraft over Rome.
No, I'll still go Rome.
Someone drop Laporta. Try to pick him up. Then you have 3 tight ends.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to drop Kraft for Laporta, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Then that's basically what you asked later. So you can drop Kraft for Laporta. That's fine. I did mention this. It's not a great spot for Kraft this week. Pretty touchdown dependent, but the next 3 weeks, for whatever random reason, the Packers get like the toughest schedule against tight ends. Don't know why, and everybody's healthy for the time being as far as receivers. So. What's up, Seth? Seth Swersky's back. Gesicki, Tanner Hudson, Noah Gray, AJ Barn, or Davis Allen. Now we're talking.
Noah Gray, AJ Barner, and Davis Allen.
This is a last-second tight end streamer.
I'll probably just gamble on Gesicki here.
It's either Gesicki or Noah Gray. I guess given the matchup, just go Gesicki. Maybe, hey, you never know. T. Higgins get hurt mid-game. It happens. And for last flex, Demarcus Robinson or Waddle. I mean, come on, you cannot be this low on Waddle.
No, I'll go Waddle here. I'll take my 8 Waddle points. better than my two. It's better than my 2 Demarcus Robinson points.
Thank you. A little bit of faith here. Brendan Boykin, Dobbins or Chubb?
Ooh, we had this one earlier, and I went slightly Dobbins. Very, very. This is like coin flip for me, but I'll give Dobbins. Dobbins at least catches some passes. I'll give Dobbins barely the edge.
Yeah, I'm going to give Dobbins the edge here too. L. Manny, 500. Pick one, Ridley or Lamb.
Ooh, boy. This is close for me.
This is close.
I think I'm still going to go Lamb here. Even though I know Ridley's been so good, and I know it's the Vikings, but I mean, Ridley's not going to continue to catch touchdowns every week from Will Levis. I just don't have faith in that. So I'll go Lamb.
Yeah, this could go either way. I still think Lamb is very startable. He should be fine. I would go Lamb too. Aaron Jones or Chubb?
Definitely Aaron Jones.
Yes, definitely Aaron Jones. Beast Mode Kane. All right, here we go again. Henry, Disley, Knox, or Hill? There's only one correct answer.
Okay, fine. Disley. They're all the same, so just go Disley, I guess.
All right. I mean, I half kid, but like maybe Knox has a better game. Who knows? Maybe Henry does something. You don't know. I might go Disley, but I guess
the
you
whole fantasy world is in on Disley this week. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, it always works out. We got Bryant Bird. Thank you for the super chat. Don't see the question right away, so I'll keep looking. Bryant Bird. All right, Brian, if we see your question, we'll put it up. But we're going to keep going for now. Alex Snodgrass, Real Estate. Welcome back. In standard, start 2. Adams, Tillman, Cook, Ridley, Myers.
Cook and Tillman will be my 2 in non-PPR.
Yeah, you definitely want that running back in there. Cook, Tillman, Ridley, very similar. Let's go Tillman with the matchup. Standard, Pitts or Kraft?
Going Pitts.
Yes, and then trade downs for Auden.
You know, you don't need Auden, but in non-PPR, I might just take Auden over Downs. Because he's going to have Anthony Richardson the rest of the season. Like, they cannot – if the Colts – it's like, let's say Anthony Richardson is terrible the next 2 games. If they bench Anthony Richardson, they might as well release him. Because they're basically saying, like, we're done with you, right? We're done. We're done with you. We give up. So we're going to have Richardson rest of the season. What is Downs' upside with Richardson in a non-PPR league?
Right. In a non-PPR, that's what kills him. He feasts off those targets. But yeah.
So I might just take Auden here. And even though you don't need Auden, I might just take Auden anyway. Okay, sure, fine.
All right. You got the green light. Zymalik, pick 3 and half. Puka, Tyreek, Debo, Reed, Kraft, or Ingram?
Puka for sure. I think it's the first 3, and then Ingram at tight end for me. Although maybe in half I gamble on Kraft scoring, but I don't know. I'd probably still go Ingram. First 3.
I don't feel great about Kraft. I guess go Ingram, and then the first 3 for sure. Let's do 95. What is up? Thank you. No. Thank you. Thank you for watching and always being positive. Bench 1, Cup, London, Wilson, Puka. It's got to be London.
Yeah, I'm benching London here, definitely.
If Kittle can't go, here we go.
Well, there's only one right. Actually, here there only is one right answer, and that's Disley.
Yes. Got to go Disley. And people asking, is Kittle for sure not playing? I mean, that's what we're
99%, and they play the second game, so you probably should just plan on Kittle not playing.
Yeah, this is unfortunately, it's not like, Dalton Kincaid is out, I can play Dawson Knox. It's not like that with the Niners offense. There's no backup tight end you want to play. So don't wait, don't risk it. If they're talking about him potentially missing, he's probably going to miss. Jordan Olson traded Henry and Pitts for Kyron and Njoku. What do you think about that?
Oh, that's it. Wait, is that Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would slightly prefer the Henry Pitt side, but it's pretty lateral here. It's pretty lateral.
I mean, you got a stud running back for stud running back. You got a tight end for tight end. I slightly prefer Njoku, but I also slightly prefer Henry. So, going to playoffs with. All right. Well, at least you're in the playoffs. That's good. You got a good team.
Nice.
Let's go to. Oh, it's a 14-teamer too. That's what he's saying. All right, Derek Gonzalez, Estime or Shakir in full?
In full PPR, I'm going Shakir.
Yes. Okay, just for you. Only you can answer this. Juice 420, Disley or Taysom? There's only one right answer here. We know that.
Taysom. Gotta be Taysom.
Trayshawn Tyson. Pick 3, DK, Monty, Jennings, D-Hop.
DK, Zay, and Jennings in full PPR.
Yep. And then Sir Boomer wants to know, would you go Adams over his boy, Lad McConkey?
I sadly would. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. This week. Yeah, I know. I'm full of bitterness and resentment over Adams last week, but he still makes more sense. T. Davis. Herbert or Love? We'll be going Herbert, right?
Yeah, Herbert over Love, Winston over Carr.
Definitely Winston over Carr. Like, definitely. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm gonna put this up. Silicon Valley. Watch every week. Yeah, we know you do. LinkedIn has 2 leagues: the A League and the B League. Coaches and engineers. Nice. All right. They got 2 gym leagues.
You play in both leagues? Or is it like the guys who like know what they're doing are in the A League and the guys who don't are in the B League? How's that work?
Yeah, that's what I wonder. Huh. Well, either way, I want you to take first this year. You can make me say it. Okay, I'll say it. It's time for D's nuts. Etienne or Dowdle?
Oh, geez. I'll just go Etienne, I guess. There's no Tank Bigsby. I mean, what offense is worse, Dallas or Jacksonville right now? I don't know if there's a difference. Like Zeke still for some reason gets goal line carries. I don't know why, but he does. I'll go Etienne.
I'll go Etienne here. More carries because Tank is out. Okay, so I gotta put this. He's clarifying here. This is more noteworthy. So he's saying, with our help, he took first in the A League and second in the B League. By the way, the A League is a $2,200 payout.
Nice.
And the B was $1,200.
Very nice. Well done. Congratulations.
That is worthy of a humble brag, definitely.
Yes.
Okay. We're definitely going to want to take home first this year again. Let's get to TP31. Is it crazy to play Worthy over Gus or MVS?
I don't know if it's crazy because we're talking about Gus or MVS, but I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it. X-Wolf 45, Jordan Love or Tua?
I'm still going Jordan Love, and I'm definitely going Chubb over Mostert. No thank you to Mostert.
Yeah, you can avoid those Dolphins. It's a great matchup, but still, go with those other guys. I don't know if he had a different Schultz question. Mr. Schultz or Muth?
Muth.
Yeah. Go Muth here. I think earlier he'd asked Schultz or Ferguson, I think. I said Schultz. Roger Delgado, Pearsall or Estimate in full?
In full PPR, I'll go Pearsall.
Yes. Pearsall now, I think with Kittle out, becomes a little more viable. All right. Cali Kid. Needs one in full. Flex, JSN, Thomas, QJ, Moore, Judy.
I think I'll just. I mean, if you want to gamble on the upside, go QJ. If you want floor, go Judy.
Yeah, this was also a very similar question to earlier. Judy will get you some points. QJ has a higher ceiling. RB2. Wow. Javonte Williams, Raheem Mostert, Tyjae Spears.
None. I'll just gamble on Spears, maybe getting some touches and catching some passes.
Yeah. I mean, again, last week, Javonte Williams, 1 carry. Mostert, how many? 0?
0 carries.
And Spears, who knows? But I guess go Spears. Ingram or Njoku at tight ends?
Njoku. Definitely Njoku.
We're wide receiver 1, 2, Downs, London, Myers. Them Junior? BTJ? I don't know.
Yeah, Jennings. I mean, Jennings. I just go Jennings. We just need 1 wide receiver or 2.
I guess let's pick 2.
Jennings and Myers would be my top 2.
Yeah. Alexander's Channel. Dobbs, McConkey, or QJ?
QJ. Yeah, QJ.
Yep. Got QJ over McConkey this week. Jamie, 2 questions. No, don't
start Kittle.
Have Henry. Henry's fine.
Yeah, Henry's fine.
Jameson Williams or Keenan Allen? Gotta go Jameson.
That's Jameson Williams, definitely.
Yeah. Right. And then we got Bryant. Here's Bryant. Thank you, Bryant. Flowers, Jennings, Pearsall, Mooney, Pickens, pick 3.
Flowers, Jennings, Pickens. Let's go. I feel good about that.
Pretty easy.
What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. George Barcia, Gesicki or Taysom?
I'll go Taysom. Give me Taysom.
Yeah. I think with Higgins back, take a chance on Taysom. Wide receiver 2 is Tillman, or should I change him to MVS? No.
Tillman.
80 Mitchell? No. Pick up Mike Williams?
I mean, if you're saying to start them over Tillman, no, just go Tillman.
You could pick up Mike Williams so you can drop Gesicki, but don't start him. And next is our more spam bots. Yes, the bots are out in full force today, aren't they? Hey, Joe Estrada. Thank you, Joe. Got the membership there. So we'll definitely answer any more questions that you put up. Now let's go to Marwan El Sakut. Sorry. Pick 2, Puka, Flowers, Jennings.
Puka and Puka and Jennings. Man, I really hate benching Flowers, but I got Jennings as a strong start. Flowers is solid. So Puka and Jennings.
Yeah, just to avoid the risk of the Flowers bust. Got to start Puka Jennings. Billy Joe, good morning. Cook or Stevenson?
Cook. Still going James Cook here.
There you go. I don't know what that means. Okay, Todd Palmer. Lamb or DK?
Definitely DK Metcalf.
Yeah. It's very sad. Very sad what we've come to with CeeDee Lamb, guy who was supposed to be the number 1 receiver in all of football, but things happen. Dennis Cruz, Cook, I'm assuming James Cook or J.K. Dobbins.
Going James Cook.
Yeah. How about Nathan Allen, Douglas or Johnston?
Let's just go QJ and go for some actual upside.
Yeah, exactly. Man, they're still out. Okay, hold on. Ban the bot. Mr. Rivers. Tillman, Jennings, Ridley. Pick 1.
Jennings. Rest of the season, I'll go Jennings.
Rest of season. I like Tillman, but I think I'm gonna have to put him third on this list. Ridley is clearly the number one receiver in his offense, but his offense has Will Levis and Jennings has Brock Purdy. I might switch this after a week or two if Jennings doesn't stand out, but I think right now I got to go Jennings. Joey and Coco. Hey, who to start, Kraft or Taysom?
I'll go Kraft here.
Yeah, Kraft for some touchdown upside. Dion just wants to know, how do you feel about Breece Hall?
Good, but not great.
Because you're worried about usage, like how many touches he gets?
Yeah, worried about usage. I'm worried about the fact that, like, why do they throw the ball so much with 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers when they still have a good defense and a good running game? Yeah.
I'll say I feel much better about him because the Colts, not a great defensive front, not a team that's going to probably rack up a ton of points on them. I feel pretty good about Breece Hall. I don't think he's an absolute must start. Of course, we didn't put him in that tier, but for the most part, I got Breece Hall. I'm not sitting him for anybody who isn't a stud running back. TG. Mahomes get Knicks? No. Don't go Knicks.
I would go Mahomes over Knicks. Flowers over I'll go Flowers over Higgins.
Yes.
And Taysom at tight end, sure. You don't give us another option, just sure. Do it.
Well, I'm saying Otten's on bye. Okay, but I mean, who else you got? You can go Freiermuth over Taysom. That would be better. HW, 2 receivers, Jason Downs or Mooney?
Downs and Mooney, I guess. These guys are all very similar to me. Downs and Mooney.
Yeah, similar in not having a very high ceiling this week, but go Downs and Mooney, that's fine. Flex Etienne or Njoku?
I'll just flex Njoku here, honestly. I'll just flex Njoku.
Yeah, I'm going Njoku. Don't feel great about the Jags. Don't feel great about Etienne. Njoku should have a big game. Let's see who's next. Just a reminder, guys, if you did drop a super chat, we're definitely answering them, and we're getting caught up. Not waiting. The wait is not too long now. So all the other comments, we'll try to do as many as we can. Just hang tight. We cannot answer all of them. I promise you, it's not that we don't want to. All right, fine. Donkey. DK or Ridley?
DK. Let's go, Donkey.
Let's go. Which reminds me, we haven't seen a Shrek 2 yet.
All right.
Juan Wick. Braylon Allen or Jalen Warren or Tyler Algier?
I might go. I'm going to do QJ over Lockett. I might just go Warren. Hope he stays involved.
It sounds like he's going to play, right? That's what they're saying, expected to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Algier is only in a great matchup. Even in a great matchup, you saw he got stuffed. What was it, 3 times in a row at the goal line? It's like,
yes.
Yeah, I don't think you can start Algier. Who knows? Brandon Allen. Let's just go Warren. Michael Carr. Tillman, Reed, Hunt, or D-Hop pick 2?
Tillman, and it's PPR. I might just still go Tillman and Hunt. I don't feel great about Reed or D-Hop. Tillman and Hunt.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. Picked Hunt as a boom this week. Like Tillman. Let's go Tillman and Hunt. Here we go. Okay. I've heard of Dan TDM, but how about Dan HDMI?
All right.
Pick 3. London, Jennings, Higgins, Lamb.
Not London. I'm benching London out of this group.
Yep. Yeah, London definitely the one with the biggest risk. Well, now we got OT Stacks 24, BTJ Downs, Taysom Hill.
I'll just go Downs here.
Still don't want to start Thomas or any Jags. Yeah, come on, Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill didn't even like touch the ball last week, did he? Like barely. Just kind of odd, but maybe that whole thing is over. Do you think that the Taysom Hill era is over because Dennis Allen is gone?
Maybe. It could be. It could be.
Let's just go Downs. All right, let's help out. Barber Drip needs some help. Full PPR 2, and a flex. Hunt, Cook, Swift, Monty, McConkey, Dell, Jennings, Addison, Mike Williams. It's a 14-man league. Okay.
All right. Hunt. I think I'm going to go Hunt and Monty at running back this week against the Jags. Dell and Jennings at wide receiver, and then I'll flex James Cook.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Given your receivers, you want to flex a running back. So Hunt, Cook, Monty, Jennings. Yeah, Dell. All right, there you go. Good luck, Drip. Joe Alaprete. Gino or Winston?
Winston.
Definitely Winston. Reed, Chubb, or McConkey?
Assuming PPR, I'll go Reed. Actually, I might just go Reed no matter the format, honestly.
Yeah, not feeling a great McConkey week. He's fine, get you some points, but let's go Reed for some upside. All right, and let's help Tiffany Fuller. She's back. Half PPR, one receiver, one flex. Watson, Waddle, Mike Williams, or D-Rob. Needs two of these.
Needs two?
Receiver and a flex.
Waddle and Mike Williams. At least Mike Williams gets the Ravens.
There you go. Finally have to pick Waddle. Yeah, I think Mike Williams, sure, why not? Shoot for upside, right? Shoot for upside. We could do this. Mr. Big Star. Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams.
Tyreek.
Yeah, definitely Tyreek. Ryan Smith. DK over Lamb or London?
No.
Both.
DK over both, honestly. Yes, DK over both.
So then the question is Lamb or London?
Lamb.
Yep. Agree. Go Lamb. Let's see. Well, no, actually, I'm not going to put that up. Now I think about it. John M says one more question. CD, right. Dell, or Jennings?
Jennings. Going Jennings.
Yep. Go Jennings. All right. J-Way. Bo Nix, Russell Wilson.
Russ should cook. Should cook this week.
Absolutely. Definitely Russ. Jared. Sit Lamb for Shakir or Flowers?
I'll sit him for Flowers, definitely. Definitely for Flowers. I would not sit him for Shakir, though.
Not for Shakir. Agree. Sean 703, happy Sunday. Thank you.
Happy
Full
Sunday.
PPR, first place. Who to bench? Tank, Jennings, McConkey, Ridley.
Okay. I'm going to bench McConkey here.
Tank, Jennings, McConkey. Yeah. Let's go McConkey. Yeah, good options here. I mean, no sure thing with Ridley ever or Tank, but I think you got some good. You're in first place. Let's keep it rolling. Jasim Isom, pick one. Taysom Hill, Will Dissly, or Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, Will the Thrill. Actually, I shouldn't say that because Will Clark is Will the Thrill, one of my favorite baseball players growing up. Will Dissly.
Nice, the baseball reference. That's right.
See, if Will Clark, what number was Will Clark? I don't know, like 22, I think. If he played today, he'd be WC 22. That would be his nickname. WC 22. WC, which, come on, Will the Thrill. Come on.
Wasn't he also the natural? Didn't they call him the natural? Because
Yeah, because he had that swing. That swing was amazing.
Yeah. All right. WC. That's funny. Hawaiian Ryan, DJ Moore, or Elijah Moore?
I'll just go DJ Moore. Hope the OC figures out different ways to get him involved.
Yeah, I mean, Elijah Moore probably will get some catches, some receptions, but what's the true upside with him? Tillman's the guy you won that offense, and Njoku is also probably one of their top targets. So take a swing on DJ Moore. Let's see what happens. He's still supposed to be good, from what I've been told. Choo choo. Pick 2. Cup, Garrett Wilson, or Jennings?
Cup and I still got to go Cup and Wilson here.
Yeah. Cup is just a must start. We're still saying Garrett Wilson, you got him. You're pretty much starting him. It's a great matchup for him, too. Got the Colts.
Yes.
And Benny Black. How you been? Start Mostert, Zamir, Sharbs, or Braylon Allen?
I'll just start Zamir White and hope maybe he is the guy, or at least he got goal line carry. He got 2 carries inside the 5 last week. He could score. I'll go Zamir.
Yeah, it's surprisingly this is easily Zamir White here. Hey, he did score a touchdown the last time they played. Go with those 9 yards, but hey, try it. Try Zamir White. We got a new member. His name is Jayway. Thank you, Jayway. Appreciate it.
Jayway.
Anytime we see your question, anybody who's got the little membership symbol next to your name, we'll definitely answer your question. And then we got a super sticker from the King of Kings and also a super chat from the King of King. So if I see a question, King of King, which I do, here we go. Guys, do I start London, QJ, Pearsall, or DJ Moore?
I think here I have to still go London. These guys are all very risky. London's the better player here. I'm going to go London.
Yeah, this is where it gets tough because, I know we're down on London. We're worried, but I mean, you're talking major risk for all of these. Pearsall's kind of interesting. Quentin Johnson could go off, but it's a lot of maybes and ifs. And DJ Moore, like, who knows? What do you realistically expect from the Bears offense today?
What do I expect? Pain. What do I hope? You know what I hope? I hope that the new OC moves Rome Odunze to the X and moves DJ Moore around the formation more. Because Luke Getsy just had DJ Moore or Shane Waldron. I mean, no, Luke Getsy used to be the OC. Shane Waldron just had DJ Moore at the X, which is not where he should be playing. This is what they did for many years in Carolina, too. They just tried to put him at the X. Rome Odunze is an X. I hope so. That's what I hope happens. Will it? I don't know.
But you're expecting just kind of more of the same?
Yeah, I'm expecting pain.
All right.
But I'm hopeful.
In case, then no DJ Moore. Let's go London. John M. Different league. Needs one. Full PPR. Hunt, JMO, London.
Oh, I think in full PPR, I go Jameson. Tough to bench Hunt. If you want like a more of a floor, less risk, you can go Hunt. But I think in PPR, I go Jameson.
Yeah, like with this group, I can definitely sit London. I picked both Hunt and Jameson as booms this week. I think I feel a little bit better about Jameson's upside. Hunt will probably, I know he's going to have a higher floor, but if you want him to boom, go JMO. All right, next is Ruben. Full PPR to flex, Hopkins or Stevenson?
I'm going Stevenson here, even in PPR. I just don't think Hopkins has the biggest game this week. Stevenson, I think, will have a pretty nice game, and he's got touchdown upside, so I'll go Stevenson.
Yeah, I'm not expecting a big game from Hopkins. It's fine to go Stevenson here. All right, you've been waiting for this. Another non-PPR question from the Cheesehead. Christian Watson or Josh Downs?
Let's just go Downs. Let's just go Downs.
Oh yeah, you already have Jaden Reed and Jordan Love. I mean, you don't want to go that all in on the Packers. It's not a great spot for them, so makes it easier. Arctic Beast, James Cook or Zay Flowers in full PPR.
In full, I'm going Flowers. Give me that potential huge game.
Yeah, Flowers in full. Also, not the best spot for James Cook, right? Going against the Chiefs front, so
yeah.
Let's go Zay Flowers. And we got Miguel. Where you been, Miguel? What's up, Miguel Cordova? Pick 2 receivers and a flex. Keenan, Odunze, Worthy, Estime, Pearsall.
Doesn't say scoring. I might just go, regardless of scoring, I might just go Dunze, Pearsall, and Estime.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 0% in on Worthy. Can't start Worthy. Yeah, I mean, if you're starting Odunze, you probably don't want Keenan also. Fine with that. Odunze, Pearsall, Estime. Adrian Baca. Good morning. Buys do stink.
What's up, Adrian?
Needs one. Quentin, Waddle, Brian Thomas, or MVS?
I'm just going to gamble on Quentin Johnston here at the upside.
Yeah, these are all gambles. The one I feel least confident about is BTJ, followed by MVS. I don't know. I don't want to completely give up on Waddle, but all right. He's your boy. Let's go Quentin Johnson.
He's my boy.
Lars D, just because.
How did this happen? How did he become my boy?
It can happen anytime, anyway. Next week it'll have a different boy.
True.
Wide receiver and flex, Reed, Swift, Cooper, Dobbins, MVS.
Reed at wide receiver, Swift at flex.
Yeah, don't want to start Cooper. Yeah, I wonder too. We talked about the Bears a little earlier. You still feel like Swift is at least startable? I guess you got him over Dobbins.
Yeah, I mean the new OC there is like a running back guy, so I feel like if this might actually help Swift. We'll see.
I feel like he's the one who's taken the biggest hit lately because we still didn't know what to expect from those Bears receivers, but then Swift had been so good, and all of a sudden, his fantasy value took a nosedive the last couple of weeks. Well, let's see if it gets back to what it should be. Reed and Swift. Just don't feel great about Dobbins. Juan Carlos Arredondo Melendez. Standard needs a flex. Higgins, A. Reed from Tijuana.
Tijuana. Oh, you're from Tijuana.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers will be my pick. I think he has the most upside.
It's standard. It's either Higgins or Zay. I'm gonna go Zay this week. Not Love and T Higgins matchup. He's good, but give the edge to Zay. All right, we got Jamie McClendon. Hill, Higgins, Jennings, Chase Brown needs a receiver and a flex.
Man, this is tough. In PPR, I'll go Hill and Jennings.
Let's see. Hill, yes. It is PPR, so not Chase Brown. Yeah, Hill and Jennings. Grass-fed radio. I think I feel confident that this is slightly crazy. Benching Debo and Jennings for JSN.
Yeah, hey, it's your team. You want to root for JSN, go for it. But I think you might regret this.
It's okay to separate. You can root for your team to win and still have Debo and Jennings go off. You want your fantasy team to win, don't you? Yeah, let's not do that. All right, fine. Nicholas Boteo says the season is on the line. Pick 3 and half. Tyreek, Adams, Jennings, Jacobs.
Not Adams. Adams hits the bench here.
Yeah. Adams is the one to sit. Ant Bolt 42, pick 3, Jefferson. Yes. Jennings, Tillman, DK, Myers, Waddle.
Jefferson, DK, Jennings are my top 3.
Mine too. Hava. Superflex, Winston, May.
Going Winston.
Got to go Winston, Mooney, or JSN. That's closer.
That is close, but I'll go Mooney.
Yeah. Not really feeling JSN. Larry. I don't know why I saw. Oh, Larry. Ramondre or McConkey?
I'm going to go Ramondre, even in PPR. Just think he has more touchdown upside.
Full PPR. Yeah, still go Ramondre here. All right, Chris. Half. Tight end. Hill or Kraft?
I'm going to go Kraft.
Yeah. It's like, don't know what we're getting from Taysom Hill. Swift, Jennings, or Flowers?
I got Jennings slightly above Flowers, although I don't really like benching Flowers this week, but Jennings safer and he still has a ceiling.
Yeah. It's hard for me to bench Flowers. I think I would go Flowers here, but it's going to be close between those two. I'd just like to chase a little bit more upside. Jenga. Full PPR, pick 2 for receiver and 2 for running back. Adams, Cup, BTJ, Cooper, and Cook, Walker, Swift, estimate.
All right, Cup and Adams, Cook and Walker.
Yeah, Cook and Walker are definitely the running backs here. Cup and I don't want to start BTJ or Cooper. Oh, Cup and Adams. There it is. And then we have Poom, Crichton, Tom. Pick 3 between CD, Tillman, Flowers, Jennings, Reed.
Tillman. I'm going Tillman, Flowers, Jennings.
And these guys are all pretty closely lumped together. I think Reed's the one to be most worried about. I'll actually put him last. Yeah, I think I've been saying Tillman over CD. Let's go Tillman, Flowers, Jennings. Yeah, it's going to be painful to put CD Lamb on your bench for a bunch of guys that you picked up off waivers, but that's where we're at. Let's go to HW defense question. Jets, Broncos, Bears.
Let's see.
The Jets get Anthony Richardson. That's pretty promising.
It's pretty nice. Broncos get Kirk Cousins. Bears get
the Packers.
Yeah, I can't do that. I might do Jets here. Jets.
Yeah, I think Jets most hope for turnovers and sacks against AR. We'll see. See how it comes out. Comes out firing. I feel like they might go just a very conservative game plan, right? Just Jonathan Taylor, feed Taylor, short passes, not try to put too much on Richardson's plate. But you never know. Annabelle Robinson, second receiver spot. Higgins, Tillman, Downs.
I might go Tillman over Higgins. I really wanted to put Tillman in the strong start category this week. I might put him in over Higgins.
Yeah, it's definitely not Downs here. What do we always say? Go for upside. I think Tillman has to have more upside this week than Higgins. It might change, going forward, but I think this week you've got to take advantage of the matchup against the Saints. Let's go Tillman this week. What's up, Anthony? Well, here you go. Guarantee. Finally, benching Waddle, guaranteed to go off.
That's how it works, right? He does nothing. Finally benching this bum. 35 points.
Yep. I hope so. All right. I'm not even sure how to answer this. Jeremy, Preeson, Puka, or JT?
Wow. PPR, Puka, half or none, I might go JT.
Yeah. I'm not sure how you have this problem. Don't know if it's PPR or not. Yeah, let's take the easy way out. PPR, go Puka, non take JT. If it's half, flip a coin. Raul Gomez, Lamb, wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 in flex, Scott. Douglas, Dobbs, Pittman. We need 2 of those guys.
Dobbs. I think I still got to go Pittman over Douglas. Dobbs and Pittman. It's rough. It's rough, Raul. Cannot lie.
It is rough. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Dobbs and Pittman. B9264. Start Love or drop Mason to go with Herbert or Nix?
No, I'll just go with Love. Love should be fine this week.
No, it might not be his best game, but you don't want to drop a valuable stash like Mason just for a streaming quarterback. So those guys aren't guaranteed to smash. Brandon Sky, flex PPR, Pollard, Swift, JMO, and then Njoku or Ingram.
In PPR, I'm going to go Jameson. I just think he has the most upside. I mean, Pollard might be a little safer, but I mean, do we want safe? Let's go Jameson. And then Njoku over Ingram.
Yeah, easily Njoku. And yeah, I like JMO this week, so let's go JMO. So JR said he asked his question wrong. Let's try it again. 2 flex, Hill, Ridley, Tillman, Stevenson.
Hill and Tillman.
Yeah, Hill and Tillman. I don't remember how he asked it before, but
I think we were debating between Stevenson and Ridley for the flex. And I think you might have said Ridley and I said Stevenson. So it doesn't matter. Now we're on the same page.
Yeah, well, this makes it better. Hill and Tillman. Miguel Merks with no McBride. Who to drop to stream tight ends between Pollard, D-Hop, or Mondre? We'll have to drop someone either way.
Yeah, really? What? Oh my gosh.
Hoping it's a shallow league.
I don't know. I think if I have to drop one of these, I'm dropping Ramondre.
Yeah, I think because you're saying you get Pacheco back, that means if these guys are droppable, you must be good at running back, right? So, yeah, drop Ramondre. And of course, if you're going to pick up a tight end, I mean, it's got to be Will Disley. Don't know who you got. No. Okay, let's see. We're almost there, which we have 15 minutes until the games start. That means you got 15 minutes to get your questions in. We're going to make sure we get all the super chats first. I think we're almost there. And still banning the spam bots has not stopped. Also, actually, let me remind you real quick, guys, anybody who hasn't tried Underdog yet, you have some time to get this free pick in. Still a little bit of time. It's Aaron Rodgers. Just going higher than 0.5 total yards. You get this free pick. If you're a new customer, make sure you sign up using code ENDGAME because that gets you the freebie. It gets you the deposit match, which can earn you up to $1,000 worth of bonus cash. And so try it out. The pick'ems are a lot of fun. It's a good way to win money. You get the free pick. You get some free cash to start out. Why not? Why not? All right, let's get to Daniel. Natali. At tight end, Kraft or Ingram?
I think I'm still going Ingram here. This one's close.
Yeah, and it doesn't say. This might depend for me if it's PPR or non or half. In PPR, I'll go Ingram. You know, he should still get you some catches, hopefully. If it's standard, I probably would go Kraft because I feel like he's got a better chance for a touchdown. And if it's half, still go Ingram.
Yeah.
Kyle Singer. Dobbs, Chubb, Etienne. 1 running back, 1 flex.
Chubb and Dobbs.
Yeah. I set him out on the Jags. I'll be out on the Jags. And Chubb and Dobbs. Then we got Easy Vanya. Welcome back. Tillman, Devontae Adams, Myers, or Addison at the flex.
Tillman. Tillman is my number one here.
Yeah, Tillman's number one. Agree with that. Okay. No, I think we got all the super chats in, so we still got 10 more minutes. Let's get to some others. Try to find some questions that maybe we haven't had. Too high. Lamb or Jennings?
Jennings.
Going Jennings. Moshe Nathan. Brian Thomas or Shakir?
Shakir.
Yeah, avoid Jags. That's my rule of thumb for this week. Louis Guan. Start 2. Reed, D-Hop, Tillman, Myers, and Debo.
Debo and Tillman will be my choices.
Yeah, you got to start Debo still, and Tillman's next. And then Aaron McBee, Flowers, Jacobs, Kyron in half. One flex, one running back.
Kyron. Jacobs for floor, but I'm chasing the Flowers ceiling. I'm going Kyron Flowers. If you just want to play it safe, you can go Jacobs. But who wants to play it safe?
Who wants to play? That's no fun. Go Kyron and Flowers. Here we go. All right, we have David H. Rolex with a super chat. Myers or Chubb in half.
Man, I really want to say Chubb. I'm going to say Chubb.
You're going to say Chubb. Man. This is
maybe the only time this year I say Chubb.
November 17th, 2024, the day that Chris became a believer. Dare I say a truther. A truther. Chubb, Nick Chubb truther. Okay.
That escalated quickly.
I'm going to go Jacoby Myers, but if you want to try Chubb, that's fine. Raul Gomez. Also have Watson. I hope that's Jameson Williams. Etienne for the flex. If it's Jameson Williams, go Jameson Williams.
Yeah, if it's Jameson, yes. If it's Javonte, no.
Let's see. It's not that far back. Raul, hang tight. Okay. Well, at least I thought it wasn't too far back. Okay. Yeah, Douglas Dobbs, Pittman. Not crazy about those. So if it's Jameson Williams, definitely go Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Okay, then we have Keith Vines. Drop Tua for Wilson or Winston. I mean, why not?
Yeah. Drop him for Russ. Play Russ.
Got more upset this week. Russ might be better rest of the season. Honestly.
He might be.
Even Jameis. Yeah. Drop Tua, get Russ. Mr. Mendez, Lamb, Tillman, Flowers, London, Nicole. Can't be Nico.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's Nico, he's number one. If it's Nico,
you gotta play Nico.
If it's Nico, you gotta play Nico. Flowers would be my number 2.
Who to run? Well, we don't know how many you need.
Yeah, I'll rank them. If Nicole is Nico, I'll go Nico, Flowers, Tillman, Lamb, London.
Yeah, might need to clarify here if you have a chance, Mr. Mendez. We got a couple minutes left. How many do you need, and is Nicole actually Nico? Okay. Let's do the next super chat. Actually, hold on. Dion, membership. Jennings over Tillman.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going
it is tough. Okay. See one. Nathan Miller traded CMC for Pickens and Kenny Walker. I feel like that might be enough.
Yeah, I think I just prefer CMC here, honestly.
I mean, saying 4 and 6 needed help. I mean, if you were really down bad at wide receiver, maybe you needed to do this.
Yeah.
It's barely enough. Barely enough. But if you were bad at receiver, Pickens goes off this week, maybe it does help you. Like you said, sometimes you have to take chances. AJ Fisk, Judy Swift, or QJ?
Here I'll go Swift. I feel good enough about Swift. I don't need to risk it with QJ or Judy. Swift.
Yes, QJ's. I'm trained. Juice is deciphering it. He's saying it is Nico, who he put Ellie at the end of both for some reason. So, okay. Mark Hoffman, pick 2.5. Sutton, Jennings, Ridley, Amari, D Hop.
Sutton and Jennings will be my picks.
Sutton and Jennings are my picks too. Okay, and then Keith Fine said my question in chat. Okay, so let's look for the question in the chat. Wait, but we just did yours.
Yeah, I thought we did Keith's.
Yeah.
Unless you have a different one.
Yeah, if it's coming, then yeah, get it in there if you have a different one. But your other one, we just did drop Tua for Wilson. We said yes, you can drop Tua for Wilson.
Definitely.
All right, last couple minutes, guys. Get your questions in there. I'll try to do a couple. Let's do a little lightning round here.
All right.
Here's a tough one. The Truther, Darnold or AR?
I might just go AR for the rushing.
Yeah, I'm not in a Darnold just in general. Not feeling great about him this week. I'd rather not. It's a tough matchup. Let's just see what AR gives you. At least he runs. Ooh, Arturo Martinez, CD or Hunt? It's full PPR.
Hunt. I'll just go Hunt, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of like Hunt. Why not? Crazy. Ooh, let's see. Red Sox slugger, Myers or London? That low one.
I'll go Myers here.
Yeah, why not? And then we got Kolb's 10, Madison, QJ, Moore. It's 5 rushing yards gets you a point, 10 receiving yards for a point.
Yeah, I still don't want Madison. He might. I mean, how many rushing yards is he going to get? Like 20? I'll go QJ. I'll go QJ.
This format should help running backs. Just Madison's not one of them.
Right.
Nathan Miller. Dobbs, Downs, or Mostert?
I think I just go Downs here.
Yeah,
I know you can't trust Downs, but I mean, I can't trust Mostert getting 0 carries, playing 8 snaps, and Dobbs, not a good spot for him. I'll just go Downs.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then Anthony wants to know if we consider an end of season meetup in Vegas. That would be sweet. We can pull that off, or an early season live draft. Now, I think that is more doable, especially in the summer, because I have time in the summer.
Yeah, that might be something to think about. That might be cool.
This is something they do, like the Fishbowl. They have live drafts now everywhere. I can't believe how huge it's gotten, but
I know.
Something to consider. But we need guys to commit, right? If you're going to say, hey, we're going to show up and we're going to Vegas, we're going to do a live draft, like, you better go. So we'll see. That's something to look forward to. All right, Mr. Mendez clarified. It is Nico, not Nicole. 2 receivers, 2 flex. Lamb, Tillman, Flowers, London, Nico.
Nico number 1, Flowers number 2, Tillman number 3. Oh, okay, just Lamb number 4, London number 5. So not London, I guess.
Yeah, with these options, you can sit London. All right, got good players. And then we have Plyler Shorts, Tillman or London.
Tillman.
Yep, going Tillman. Got the upside here. All right, less than 5 minutes left. Anybody must get their question answered. Again, super chat, we'll definitely put it up. The rest, let's just kind of pick and choose here. Michael Dude. Good morning. Full PPR, sit 1. Dobbins, Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift.
I think I'm gonna sit Dobbins.
Yeah, like Aaron Jones this week. Swift, Dobbins, you're taking a chance either way. I guess we'll sit Dobbins. Salivia, 14-16, Montgomery or Chase Brown?
I got Chase above Monty this week. Tough to sit Monty, but man, I can't sit Chase right now.
Yeah. Yeah, just guaranteed touches. It's a great matchup for Monty, but let's go with the guy getting more touches, getting all the touches, basically. Anakin is in the house. Tillman or T?
I'll go T slightly over. I'll go Tillman slightly over T.
All right, I was gonna say, I've been saying Tillman. Yeah, I'll go Tillman. Who else? Who else has an interesting one? I'm gonna make you say the username some once in a while. Tua.
Tua D's nuts.
Thank you.
Oh, it's hilarious.
All right, Tua. We need Reed,
Flowers.
Hopkins, or Flowers.
Flowers, definitely Flowers.
Yeah, go Flowers here this week. Next week might be different. Anybody else got one for sure? Yes, we got it. Got to yours.
We got your
Cannot
super
ignore
chat
that.
and your username. Don't worry, we got you.
Mook, the villain. CD or Ramondre?
Does it say scoring?
Not that
Full
I can tell.
PPR, I'll go CD, but if it's half or non, I'm gonna go Ramondre.
Yeah, and full. If it is full PPR, I'll still go CD Lamb here. Nick wants to sit one. Tyreek Ladd or London? I think we had Ladd below London.
Yeah, sitting Lad here.
All right. What about? Oh, okay. New Eye Entertainment. Dowdle, Najee, BTJ, or Downs for the last flex?
I'll just go down. I'll go. Well, it doesn't. If it's full PPR, I'll go Downs. If it's half or non, I'll go Najee.
Yeah, help to know. Let's just say Downs. All right, not Will Clark, but Clark Douglas. Ladd or Ridley?
Ridley.
Yep, go Ridley. Go for the upside. All right, it's a great note to end on because the games are about to kick off. And so thank you, everyone, for watching, asking your questions. Hopefully we helped as many of you as we possibly could over the last 3 hours. And we're going to continue to do that going forward. So look for the next video to come out tonight. Talk about everything that happens in week 11. And then tomorrow, your waiver wire pickups, and then your start sit and all the other goodies in the week 12 playlist. Oh, one more under the gun. Mr. Mendez wants to know Jameis Winston, Drake May.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis, definitely Jameis. Big Jameis game, maybe.
Yeah.
AJ Fisk, thank you, and have a great football Sunday, everybody. Anthony, everybody else, appreciate you guys being on here. Don't forget, hit the like button if you like it. Hit subscribe. Even if you don't, hit subscribe. And notifications. Appreciate all of you guys. Good luck in week 11.